Well, good evening. Yep, just a random stream tonight. I see a few folks popping in the house. Must have seen the notices. Hey, we got Alexander with Old Country Farming Home and Gardeners Guild. We got Donald Morris. Hey, hey. We got Bryce from New Zealand. Good to see you, Bryce. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Metal Music. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, coffee at the riverfront. Oh yeah, sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Hey, scratching BO on the go. Good to see you. Oh, yep. Yeah, Alyssa. Good to see you. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can't complain much. I'm sure that there's a few folks wondering what in the world is Sty doing live on a Wednesday. Hey, Lizzie Ann, big hugs. Well, I was looking around. I was checking folks out, seeing what's going on, and it didn't seem like any of our usuals were streaming. And I decided, well, doggone it, I know that that if there's some good streams out there, there's somewhere for my folks to be hanging out, and I would go hang out with them there. Didn't see any, so I decided, boy, it's getting late. I'm gonna pop one up just so folks got somewhere to go hang out. Yeah, yeah, I'm supposed to be camping, don't I? Wish, yeah. Hey, Killdeer, good to see ya. The yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'm just looking back because the chat moves kind of quick here. Where computer chick had said, "What? Sty is live?" Yeah, yeah, surprise. And you aren't out camping? No, I'm not. Um, I'm supposed to be out camping, she says. Yeah, that's where I'd prefer to be. Mr. Fulton, I just shared you out and I've been having a lot of back pains again and again and again. Oh, and again. Oh yeah, everybody put some prayers out there for Mr. Fulton, all right? Yeah. Oh man, back problems. Can't I don't even like going down that path. Oh, I've had my share. Oh, not good. Okay, catch my tobacco update. I didn't yet. Um, Planted 2 weeks ago, and they are getting big. I notice a difference every night. That's awesome. That's awesome. The yeah. Oh boy, just a message came in, and it's one of those where it's people, people, people. Yeah. Uh, Stovall left our backyard. We get our lives back. Not looking too good on a speedy return to my company for getting back to work, but I am getting my resume out and hoping for another position. I have a kid to support. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. The be ready today. Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm scrolling a little bit back. Um, Great to see you. Be ready. Great, great. Kimberly Ferris. Hello, hello. Yeah, this is totally unscheduled. So anybody that shows up, that's awesome. They needed that. Yeah, it just tells me folks had somewhere they wanted to go. Hey, Sussy Shane. Hey, yeah. Feelings mutual, good friend. E-Waste Mike. Awesome. Good to see you, Mike. Yeah. Lizzie Ann, you're she's another one of those that's just dependable. You can count on her showing up. Got to get into some idiot today who think they know everything about the world. It's pretty funny when you end up proving them wrong because they resort to insulting you. Yeah, and I got in a kind of a discussion, something like that, the other day, and it was one of those deals where, hey, you know, I it's frustrating, but the fact of the matter is, the truth to one person may not be the truth to another. And if you try to tell someone, well, I'm telling you the truth, and they choose not to believe it, and you get insulted by that, and you start calling them things like saying you're ignorant and you're stupid. And well, no, especially if that person says, I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just saying I don't believe what you do. And I'm going to go check it out. And maybe this time tomorrow, I'll be right there with you saying the same thing. But in the meantime, don't call me stupid. If you start insulting me, then that just tells me you don't even believe what you're selling, you know? Hey, 23KC. We've got Ginger Lock's mom. Hey, we got a good group in here tonight. This is cool. Didn't even plan on this streams, and we got a good group already filing in here. Yeah, be ready. You are absolutely right. Name calling is a projection from a personal issue. Yeah. Yeah. My my mother used to always tell me is when you start name calling somebody else a derogatory name, she says all you're doing is yelling at yourself. In other words, something inside is telling you you're if you're constantly calling somebody a moron, you moron, you moron, something inside of you is telling you, yeah, I feel like a moron. Yeah. So, Alexander saying I've learned that with those types, it's best to just drop the whole conversation, move on. They really enjoy that. Makes them think they won, which is silly. Yeah. Hey, look at here. Look at here. I got somebody to share the house with me. Hi, sweetie.
Hey, I always call somebody moron. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But, there's different ways to call a person a moron. When you're having a serious conversation and you're calling somebody a moron, now you're just trying to insult them. But when you're calling them a moron just because they did something stupid and they're a good acquaintance of yours or a friend, they laugh. I mean, yeah. I don't know how many times you called me an effing moron, and I thought it was funny as hell.
Yeah, I don't mean anything about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alexander, you're right, because it's not about winning or being right. It's about having the accurate information. That's it. I'll tell somebody I totally disagree with. I'll tell them
Hey,
flat out.
everybody in the chat. Hello, hello.
Yeah. But I'll tell them flat out, thank you for the information. And I'll go look things up and I might think just like you.
Oh, you
But
are
not right
welcome.
now, I don't. But I will, maybe tomorrow. I'll totally agree. Hey, Mason Fox, good to see you.
Hey,
Do you
Trouser.
have a shop garage? If
My
so,
boy,
how big is your
Alexander.
shop garage overall size and length? Well, I
No.
don't. I don't. I live in an apartment building, but running water, my boy, we built a shed last year on his place. That's now I may be mistaken, but I believe it's 10 feet wide, 22 feet long. And I get about maybe a fourth of that shed in a corner for my stuff. And the rest of the shed, he's getting it all set up for as a shop, mainly wood shop. We're going to have fun in that shed. Yeah.
I'm just sharing you out, Sty.
Are you?
Of course I am.
I'm amazed there's 20 people in here. I posted this thing 5 minutes before it went live. Boy, you should have seen me scrambling, trying to click, 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 and get it posted. Hell, I didn't even put tags on this video, on this stream. I just whatever it took, just get this thing up and running. I was watching, I'm going, oh, it's getting late, man. Oh, I don't want this thing to go no
Yeah, it
12:30,
was
1 o'clock in the
boring.
morning, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, 220 square feet's not bad.
Yeah,
And it's
Alicia.
nice because it's got a true, it's over 8 feet, the ceiling. So yeah, I think it's about 10 foot to the rafters. So it's, yeah. Yeah, great that YouTube notified you. That's great to hear. On a nice point, I'm going to make your necklace out of Blake's talking to Donald. Ho, 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 ho. You're going to love it, man. You're going to love it. I just hung mine up on the door, my bedroom doorknob. I didn't plan on going live. I didn't. I was kind of tearing down for the night, and I was going to sit back and watch a movie or something. And I thought, no, I miss my friends. What the hell? I'm coming up here.
I was so bored, like I got the boringest day of all of you guys. I bet. Like, yeah, it's really boring. I only look forward to you and Phil is going live. Yeah. And he was like, I'm not sure. I was like, not sure. Yeah. Then I asked you and you went live. Yeah.
Hey. Now,
Hi.
now we're supposed to say Chris, right?
Chris?
MZ.
Oh yeah, Chris. Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Human Outdoors. You're here too. Great.
And share it out, guys. Bring
Yeah, share it out. Share it out. This is literally just a random chat tonight, and we're just gonna hang out and keep each other company.
It's from
if folks are sitting around feeling bored, what the heck? Let's open up the Sty Shack and if nothing else is going on, why not? I was disappointed today. On and off rain all day, miserable weather out there. My heart was not into getting out there and working on that adventure trailer today. So I said, nah, skip it. I got some household chores I need to get done. And the fire up your heart. Yeah, lost connection. Yeah, that happens. But so I didn't work on the adventure trailer today, and I thought, God, would have been nice to have had a full day's work into that because I could maybe have that thing done by the end of the weekend, early part of next week. Well, I get a message from a friend of mine that works for the Forest Service, and they're opening Black Lake Campground this Friday. Them sons of bitches.
Hey, Rain Dancer.
Hey, Rain Dancer. Yeah. So they're opening one of my favorite campgrounds, and I can't go. The trailer I cannot go. I can't pull it down the road. I got to finish mounting the topper on the roof. I got to get that window installed, get the Murphy bed in. So I'm going to go over there and get a few hours in tomorrow because I got tomorrow night's stream. Oh, looky.
Oh, that must be Samantha because I just texted her. If you started like that. Looky.
There she is.
I knew it.
I didn't get your message though. I came on
through the messenger.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I sent it to our group.
Yeah.
Messenger.
I got it from the group chat.
Yeah.
And I just saw she was on. I was like, Sty is live.
Sky drive.
How are you,
You know what
Samantha?
it's like? I tell you guys, you don't ever feel that you have to come over. You know,
Okay, bye.
bye, you shit. You ain't going nowhere. You don't get a choice. You gotta stay.
Yes, that's right.
I was talking about everybody else and not you.
Kimberly.
You have to
Oh,
stay.
okay. Okay. Hey, Harry.
Did
Hey.
you
I
get
was
the
in,
600 stickers off the trailer finally?
I
No.
was in the dude stream now before you jumped on Sty, and he got a phone or somebody was on the door, and then I like tried to put something on my face and went back, and he was like not live anymore. So I'm like
Who was
curious.
that?
The
Oh,
dude.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he got
Recycled
somebody
dude.
on the door, and I was like, maybe he got the same as Travis did, you know. I was like, yeah, I don't.
3 cuties. Is there one hiding in the bushes back here or something? That's
Well,
yeah.
I'm going for two, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, you count for 2?
Oh yeah, at least. Hey, Mike, do you want to come up?
Hey, Mike, you want to come up? There's an
I
echo in the place.
I ask. I always ask. Hmm. Yeah, that cat. That. I still think that thing you have is too small. Like I would get claustrophobic in there.
In my trailer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, it actually, I can't wait till it's done and I can actually get it in there and
Just
film it
throw
and
it in
show
there.
and be walking around in it so a person can see really how roomy it is in there. How roomy it is. In fact, that Murphy bed that I'm putting in, it's not very thick. It's just really a platform for me to set my mattress on. But when it's up against the wall, it's going to have a fold down desk that comes off the bottom of it, and I can put
Mm-hmm.
my camp chair right there in the center of the trailer. I got a working desk there, so so it's I'm trying to put it together like you would a tiny house where things kind of fold up and go away, and you got all this open space. And then when you need it, it flops down, and you got it there to
Yeah.
use.
Many of those smart solutions or whatever you call it, like yeah, like yeah. Sorry.
I understand that sign language.
Do you understand this?
I understand that too. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Bean goes like this, and another bit, yeah, you know what he says. Oh, that's the horny cat. I wasn't
There's
talking
storm
about you,
rolling
Mama.
in, going to shift over to my better PC in case of surge in power. See y'all again in a few. Got to roll
Mhm.
up the middle of the yard and tarp it. Yeah. Uh, there. Guess what? Uh-huh. Nobody. He's an imposter. He's an imposter.
Oh my God, you're so naked, Mike. Oh
I can't.
God.
Yeah. Oh my God. That just makes it. I can remember what it felt like after I'd have to remove a beard. And
I've been looking for it all day. I can't find it nowhere in this mess.
can't find it. Just fell off, eh?
You
All right.
look so different. Oh, holy
It's,
cow.
Younger.
yeah, you'll find it one of your scrapping bins
I
someday.
don't know.
Then you'll be running for a gun. What the hell? I got an animal in one of my bins.
I thought it would actually be cooler, but no.
That's one
No.
thing. That's one thing I noticed. If I start to sweat a little bit under my beard, it actually cools my face. People go, "Oh, that's got to be so hot in the summer." And actually, no. If I start sweating at all under it, it cools my face. I shave my beard off and I'm sweating all over, and yeah.
No, it is not.
So
cool.
I believe that beards cool me off in the summer and they keep me warm in the winter.
He looks like a different man. He's like, yeah, that's not
Yeah.
Mike. That's not Mike.
Yeah.
I always see him with a beard. He's like, yeah,
Told you, I
no.
look, I look 20 years younger when I shave.
Heck,
You what?
without it. What was that?
I said I look 20 years younger when I shave. My granddaughter didn't know who I was today.
Yeah.
I said, look at the money I'm gonna save. She yelled out stranger danger on me. I said, what the heck?
I was gonna say, without the beard, look at him. He looks like one of them statues from of them guys back in the 1800s. You know, he's got that broad,
Well-
square jaw, and looks like he should be carved out of marble or something in
Like, I
some
wonder.
monument somewhere. You know, put that beard on him, then he looks like Ulysses S. Grant.
Do
I
you
still,
have
had the
like
beard, I still had the beard in a bag upstairs.
Just in case you needed it again.
Yep.
Like he belongs.
Hey,
on-
Bourbon Bonnie.
Yeah, I just texted him and sent a link in here, so I told him, yeah, I'm in here. So, Mike, do you have like a Indian blood in you, and you're native? You look like a native person. You look like yeah. When he took the beard off, yeah, he looked like something like that.
I shaved my ass too. Eh?
I'll send him a picture.
I already sent you one. How many you need? Jeez.
I didn't say stalking.
Oh, I sent it to Granny. Never mind. Sorry.
Blake says you look like Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin.
Is he trying to tell you to go fly a kite or what?
No. That's kind of interesting. You see what I'm doing here? I got to sort through all this.
What the heck?
That's all little computer stuff that I sell.
That's a project.
I take it all off the boards and then I sit here like a dumbass and sort it.
You always
Yeah.
been a dumbass.
And then
Yeah,
I got to put it in all the little containers and pill bottles and those bottles and over here and down there. Hey, Ann, if you're bored,
Yeah, I am always.
I need a little cleanup in aisle 2.
Well, send me a plane ticket from me and my dog, and I will come.
I need to clean up everywhere. And the dog? I don't know about the dog.
Oh yeah, Ashley, I'm not leaving her.
Yeah, everything she says now is me and my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's my baby, you know.
that's my baby.
Mm-hmm. And that baby is really naughty. It's always Samantha. I don't care. Whatever.
Whatever.
Oh, that face, that's all it all.
Oh well.
Is it one of those days, Samantha?
Yeah.
Waiting on my new live stream camera to be available for purchase. I have notification requests out. Once I get my new camera, I'll live stream happy hour events. Yeah.
Yeah, I text Granny. I said, everybody take the night off. And then she's like, she texted me back, said, Side, just put up, he's going live. I said, no.
Yeah, I'm like, I was a
Because I
bored like
I was sitting down here watching stupid videos. And I mean stupid videos.
Oh, there's plenty.
Yeah.
yeah, I did some playing with that Need for Speed, and I was looking at some stupid serial fucking Netflix or whatever. Yeah, I'm bored. Need some friends. Hmm,
Yeah.
that guy isn't Mike.
See, that's an easier way to do it. You put it on a magnet, pick it off.
Oh yeah. See you do that.
Problem is, I'm like half blind, so it's even worse. Trying to
Well,
sit
put
here.
your glasses on then.
Nah, my glasses don't work anymore. My eyes are jacked up. I got something, I don't know, some kind of eye thing going on.
I'm trying
You
to
know,
get.
when you get old like me, and your beard falls off, your eyes go bad. It's a mess.
And that bear, that's your fault.
Plus, it was like 92 today here, and I was outside all day, so I probably got heat stroke too.
Ooh.
Oh, don't you have like a thunderstorm there? Phil had it today.
Oh yeah, it came. Yeah, Phil only lives 45 minutes from me, north of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came down. He actually, I think, had it worse than we did. Yeah, I mean, it came down. We had the hail, the whole 9 yards. It was kind of cool. But we needed the rain because it's been hot, for like the last week with hardly any rain. So, and now the
Yeah.
next 7 days are supposed to be like mid 70s and beautiful. So, I'll take a little inconvenience for 2 hours.
Yeah. Early this week we had a day it was about 70, maybe 75 is a high for the day, and it was low humidity, nice breeze. It was a beautiful day. The next day, well, that was the day we put the topper on top of my trailer. Oh my God. It hit 96 degrees.
Wow.
And immediately day after, the high was 62. Today we got up to 67. I don't know where that 96-degree day came from. I mean, one stinking day. And oh, it was miserable. And I just like, oh shit. A week of that this summer isn't going to be fun. Yeah. Yeah. Bourbon Bonnie's saying you need jeweler's glasses. Or my boys, they got those huge magnifying glasses with the different lights and stuff. Like my youngest boy, he makes all these painted little characters. He kind of designs his own games and stuff, and he makes all these characters that go with them, and those characters are only about an inch tall, and he's got to paint. He paints their eyes, and I'm just like, how the hell do you do that? I'm looking at one, and then he showed me his workstation, big old magnifying glass, makes that character look like he's about 6 inches tall.
Yeah, I have the jeweler's loops.
Oh yeah.
I got a couple of those. But see all those on there? I picked every one of them up one by one. It's just like all these. Those are all separate. I picked all these out one by one. That's actually like 6 pounds in there. That's somebody that don't have a life.
That's
Shit.
That's worse than putting up firewood, for crying out loud. You got to touch everything about 6 times before you can use it.
Yeah. But I stick the magnet in here and just get a little bit, but I just dropped the magnets, and now look what happened. I got a donut.
Oh yeah. You got that donut covered in sprinkles there.
Man.
Donut sprinkles.
What are you gonna do?
Donut sprinkles.
Yeah, I was actually gonna go live, but then Granny said you were going live. I said, well, good. Saves me a job. Let somebody else. I don't have time to go live during the day. And I get 100.
Blake, holy smokes, had to match a color on a 35-year-old car. Every panel was a different color. That's one of those deals. Pick one of your colors and we'll paint the whole damn car.
You have the car. Yes, Mike?
Oh, I said I remember my dad had an old Maverick. Remember the old Maverick, Sty?
I had one. Yeah.
he wanted to paint it yellow by hand. I said, you can't do that. He said, watch this. He took a paint roller, started rolling it out, and it started raining. He just kept painting. It looked like the whole car had a vinyl top on it at one time that got ripped off. He was as proud as he could be with that car. Like, you got to be kidding me, dude.
That's hilarious, Mike, because I had this powder blue Plymouth Valiant. I think it was a 1963, 64 Plymouth Valiant. Ugly car. Good motor, slant six in it, tough that way, but otherwise ugly. I mean, and the paint was just so bad on it. Well, neighbor kid wanted to buy his first car, and he kept asking me, "Would you sell me that?" And finally I gave in, and I said, "I'll tell you what, I'll let you have the car for $50." And he goes, $50? Like that was expensive, right? And I said, "No, it's a good running car. It's ugly, but it's a good running car." He says, "Well, that's what I'm thinking about." He says, "It's going to cost me $25 to paint it." I said, "You ain't painting no car for $25. Oh yeah, well, just go down to the paint store. That I can get that paint for about $8 a can. I said, "You can't. No, you." He says, "It's paint. We painted our house with it, and it's still on the house." I said, "No, don't do that." Well, he did. He went down and he bought this weird kind of. Oh, it's close to a barn red, and he did the same thing out there with a roller and a brush, and he painted the whole damn car in latex, and it was so freaking humid out when he put it on. He's so proud of his car. He went down to the local A&W, and I pulled in there, and I saw the car, and I'm going, "Who the hell did that?" And then I realized that's my old car. And I walked over. It started raining out. I walked over to the car, all around that car, and running down to the curb and into the drain. It looked like about 30 people got murdered. All that paint is washing off of that car, and big, huge red spot around it. And he goes, "Oh, my good paint's washing off of my car." I said, "I told you, don't do that. That is not going to hold up." He says, "Dang." He says, "Yeah." He says, I bought about $20 worth of paint." I said, "Well, you wasted your time." And then he screwed up. He tried to rattle cans paint it right over that latex paint, and it just washed off with the rest of it. It just, yeah. That car, and I told him, I said, "Now you've got a car that you better behave yourself, because there ain't no way you can say that wasn't me when the cops stop you." Yeah.
Right.
Bourbon. His cousin covered his whole truck with duct tape. That I seen a guy that did that with a little what the hell was it? Oh, it was a gremlin. It was a gremlin. He taped that whole thing up with camouflage duct tape. I told him, I said, "Oh my gosh, you just added 3 years to the life of that gremlin." Ugliest damn car in the world.
Yep.
Footwork.
Things I do.
Yeah.
That's it. Busy work. Busy work.
That's
Yeah, but
Sty
it
work.
pays me when I sell it. This stuff right here is $20.50 a pound.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all tantalums. It's called tantalums.
You better be ready to take some grief there, Mike.
I like grief.
Yeah,
Oh, I ain't afraid of
Hey, Granny.
Who's
I ain't
that?
afraid of it.
Who is that? We don't know. We don't know. Found him wandering around in the basement.
Really?
Yeah. Thought, shit, he looked lonely down there. We figured we'd pull him up here.
That room looks familiar, but
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Sound, yeah, that voice sound familiar, but yeah.
I haven't heard it yet.
Burp.
There you go.
Okay, I know who that is.
Burp.
Reminds me of someone fishing with an open-faced reel.
Oh, I guess I love that when I see somebody
I've
out there
done
with
that.
an open face and all of a sudden they got that big old rat's nest and I just laugh. I just yep.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to get this building cooled off. It was too hot.
I know the feeling.
Have you got air in there?
I've got 2 fans circulating.
Well, that's better than nothing, that's for sure.
It was like 110 degrees, and I said, nope, I got to open the door. Let just cool off a little bit.
Oh God, my
Hey,
thermostat
Grace Martin.
is 85.
Okay.
There's no AC in here. I need
No.
to get in.
Ouch. I got AC, but it was cool enough at 67 degrees. Cranked the windows all open and had the fans. Had one blowing in, one blowing out. Now it's 70 in here, so I'm good with that.
85 in Alaska.
Freezer.
Bourbon Bonnie.
In my
85 in
house.
Alaska? Oh yeah, it can get pretty damn hot up there.
In my house, it is 85 degrees right now.
Whoa.
We don't have AC and it's warm outside, so it's hotter in the house than it is outside, though.
That's when it's a bummer when you're sitting there suffering in the house and you're thinking, God, it's got to be miserable out there. And then when you finally go out there, you go, oh my God, it's nice out here. What the hell? I shouldn't have sat in the house.
I know I can't have my laptop outside, though. My internet connection's in here.
Yeah.
Pretty freaking ridiculous.
Oh, I'm glad I have air
What's the
conditioning.
subject? Yeah. The subject is
Whatever you want.
organized chaos. Yeah.
Why not?
And that's right. Organized chaos.
Organized chaos. Yeah.
Getting worse though. Getting worse.
Window
no.
fans. Oh God, we had a big Victorian home, full 2-story, well 2.5-story, and no air in that devil when I got that house. And my ex-wife, oh God, it would get so hot in that big devil of a house. We had all the windows in that house. Now that house was it was 48 feet wide and 75 feet long, 2.5 stories. Huge freaking house. Every single window in that house either had a big box fan or one of those double window fans that you pull the window down on. Every single window in that house. It cost me more to run all them damn fans than it did to heat that house in the winter. Yeah, so I figured it out. It wasn't that bad of a price to have central air put in. So I got central air put in the house. Couldn't afford to run the fans anymore because we had I think it was close to 30 fans that were running 24/7 to keep that house cooled off.
Blake is asking you, Mike, if you ever have separated the gold from the computers.
High exploration, Laura. The
Yeah.
NDT show. Great to see you.
There's some in here. And I got crap everywhere.
Crap, gold even?
Crap everywhere.
Hey, Natalia. Hey, exploration, Laura.
There's the mark. See how
Oh,
that
there.
everything? Yeah. That's stupid light. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Blake. Yeah, that's too funny.
That's all golden. I'll see if I can stir it with one hand. Can't do it.
You can't do it with one hand, Mike. Mm.
Ah,
That's all gold on the bottom of that. There's even
man.
this is acid, and look, there's a mosquito right there. See him?
Oh yeah.
He's not happy.
He's
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah.
He's a dead skeeter. But yeah, I
Should
do
have
take
known better than to put his biter in there.
Oh no.
And
What?
that post you put on Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah, make sure your camera's off. Oh my God. What is wrong with people in this world?
That was so funny.
I don't care if his camera's off or not. What is wrong with people in this world?
Are they going crazy? Like yeah.
That one gal that was just below him in the panel. She's I'm just like, oh, that poor gal. I thought, take your hands away from your face and get off the panel. I mean, oh,
Yeah.
God.
I watched it like many times so you can see like everyone's like fish.
All their reactions. Yeah, I watched it a few times too, just for that, just to see how each person was reacting. And it was funny because there was a couple of them that took them a while to realize.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think I don't think they would have realized, except they saw the other people's reactions, and then they're looking, what's that about?
Yeah.
That was terrible. That was
But, she realized before anyone because she started hollering when she saw him carrying that lotion bottle. So maybe she knew him a little better than the other people
No,
did.
right. Yeah, right away it was, oh no. Yeah, somebody knew him a little better, I think.
Look, he like looks like he did it before, you know. He found his tissue, he found his
I mean-
hand lotion, and he found everything, you know, setting it up, you know.
I mean, you could tell that. Yeah, that was not something new for that boy. He had that all figured out.
Oh yeah.
He should have put more time into figuring out how to shut his webcam off for crying out
Oh, I
loud.
would love to be on a panel like that. I will laugh my ass off.
Or to be in that panel. Oh,
Not doing that, but watch it, you know, that'd be funny. Yeah.
oh, arcade.
Oh my god. Well, I took my phone in the toilet and things like that, but you don't see anything, you know. Like, yeah, you can watch my face, but I don't like, yeah, go with like other things.
Blake. You're crazy.
Bottoms.
Shooting the subsonics in the house.
my uncle does that. My uncle
What?
does that. He shoot inside. He is like he is in a competition with like all over the place, you know, like different lands and stuff like that. So yeah, he's good at shooting. Fuck's sake.
Hey, rules. When we lived out west, we lived up in that cottage cabin way up in the back country. There were quite a few shots fired inside the house there. Yeah.
But I remember when your wife was shooting inside, Sty. Can I say that? Just that?
Well, she didn't. No, she didn't shoot.
With the shotgun?
I did that to myself.
Okay, well, you okay.
I did that to myself, but she was sitting right in front of me when I did it.
Yeah, like that it was. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And she was the one that decided to go to town and tell the whole world that.
Yeah, like that it was. Yeah.
You
Not
ready
so
to asking why do you live in an apartment? I live in an apartment because it's dirt cheap. And the thing is the apartment, I've got all of the, what would you call them? All of the pleasures of life in here that, I got power, I've got high speed internet, I got all the goodies, all that. The tech world is in this apartment. But I can walk out the door and in 10 minutes, I can be in the Schwamigan National Forest.
Oh,
And so in the summers, the only time I'm in this apartment is when I'm in front of sitting at this studio in front of this camera. Otherwise, I'm out there. Um, this is a place to winter, is the way I look at it. The apartment's a place to winter. If I could afford to keep the apartment year round and then just travel all summer, all over the country, I'd do that. I'd keep the apartment, come back here and winter it here. But that's a little steep to have to maintain an apartment year round and then be out running around for most of that year. So I'm just going to move right out on the road next year. I'm going to give up the apartment. Everything goes into a storage unit. Me and the adventure trail are going to hit the road.
Straight to Norway.
Hey, Saxon.
Oh yeah, bourbon bounty. The only grass you have to cut in an apartment is that which is growing in front of the windows. Yeah.
Adventures in the Heartland raid.
Hey, John.
Hey, John. Hello, hello.
You get
Hello.
ready?
Yeah,
Everybody?
he left a comment over on Facebook on my post that I'm going live. He says, "I'm live. Come on over." I'm just my stream hadn't even started. It was just starting, and I'm like, John, I can't. I can't.
I didn't know he was live. I was bored. I was joined there if I knew that. But yeah.
The yeah, the 22 shorts rules. The majority of 22 shorts are subsonic. You can get supersonic 22 shorts. I don't like shooting them, but everything I shoot's 22 long rifle. Yeah, subsonic takes that loud crack out of it.
You hear that, Ann? At 22 long.
I have 22 long.
Is it long enough?
I got a short one and a long one.
Hey, John, what's through my area? What's through my area, man? We need to talk about that if you're coming up through my area next month. Uh-huh.
Easy.
Man, I went to one of my favorite gun shops the other day. I walked in and holy God, ammo selling so damn fast. They got a big sign up. Limit 2 boxes of ammo per customer per day. And I said, all I want is 1 box of 9mm hollow points. And he started laughing at me. He says, he says, guess what? We got 24 boxes. He says, 250 round boxes. He says, we got 24 of them in on Monday. I said, well, cool. I want a box. He goes, oh, no, too late. The employees bought them all. Bitch. I said, you're supposed to make your customers happy. He says, well, you got to keep your employees happy too, I said, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't buy 9mm hollow points anywhere within driving range of me. They're all sold out. All sold out. Hey, Sexy Matt. Minnesota. You're headed to Minnesota. Where are you going in Minnesota? Grand Rapids area? Up to the Arrowhead? Where you going? Aren't I nosy? Jesus.
Yeah, you are. You're just like a woman.
I lived in Minnesota.
COVID case of February. I
Yeah,
go
I
to
had Blake. I had a 22 caliber pump pellet gun that I squirrel hunted in our backyard all the time. I was shooting squirrels all the time. I even took a couple of ducks that landed in my pond. I put a couple
Hear that,
big
Granny?
pods out in the yard, and a couple of mallards land in there, and I go num 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 in the smoker. Got a couple of grouse out of that backyard too. The only time I got in trouble for taking any game out of that yard was, oh man, I said it never. I mean, I tell you what, I split that deer's heart right in half. Nice buck too. But the bugger made it 3 yards away from me before he dropped. I got caught halfway home dragging him down the street. Yeah. You didn't kill that deer in town, did you? No, I killed him about 5 miles out, and he ran all the way here, and now I'm dragging him and the rest of it. Oh, right. Yeah, sure. That was an expensive deer. That was a $300 fine.
Hmm.
I guess you're not supposed to shoot town deer, you know. And it made
No?
me mad because literally the year after that, they put all these postings out. We're going to allow a town hunt. You can bow hunt in town with a special permit. And I called them. I said, "How much is the special permit?" And they said $5. I said, "The last deer I got in town cost me $300. What's wrong with these deer? There's got to be something wrong with them deer if they're only worth $5." And then, of course, I get that permit. And I told them, I'm sure, because you got to tell them exactly where you're going to be hunting. And they come and look at it and say, yeah, you won't hit anybody, you know. And so I'm going to hunt my backyard. I had deer in that yard all the time. I never had a deer in that yard within the hours we were allowed to hunt. They were out there all night. But an hour before the sun come up, they're gone. Hour after the sun goes down, the whole herd shows up. They're sleeping in my backyard, eating acorns. Sexy man says, "I'm starting my beard back up, Sty."
Yeah,
Too
maybe
lazy.
scrapping. That is Mike. Or somebody that looks like him.
Yeah,
Or
some are losing them, some are trying to gain them.
yeah.
Oh, in Northholm.
From the nose and up, yeah, it might, but that down there, I don't know.
Hey,
What's up, man?
KD scrapping. Yeah, yeah. Mike's sitting here doing what he always does.
Something wrong, Mike?
If he's not scrapping or torting or something, well, he's hanging out on a panel. Then we start worrying about him.
And he's really naked this time.
Hmm.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, Blake, I took care of my ammo problem. I just ordered it online. It'll probably be here tomorrow or Saturday or Friday. I got a buddy here in the building, and he's retired, but he's got a class 3 FFL, and you go over to his dad's place, and I mean, that boy, he's got an anti-tank gun. This guy, I mean, 9 mil.
Damn.
Holy cow.
He's got all the big toys, you know, but he's living in this apartment building, and he's buying guns for people all the time, and they deliver them right down to the front desk of our building here at management. Management just pisses them off. Oh, you got that yet? He ate all the sprinkles off that donut.
Yeah.
It took you a while. A full donut's worth.
Well, remember how much was in this container? I'm almost done.
Yeah.
Wow,
you're getting there.
that was fast.
We can see a lot of the bottom of the container now.
I'm almost done.
He's fast at that.
I made a whole $3 sitting here.
That's- hey, I have nights like that on YouTube. Heck, you're doing better than I usually do on YouTube.
There you go. See that?
And at least somebody isn't keeping a buck of that 3 that you earned. Yeah.
Right.
You got a bucket. I saw that today, Sty.
What's that?
You got
Yeah.
a bucket.
Oh, you saw the bucket in my video?
That's a
Yeah, that's
bucket
the
I was
old-
talking about. That's what we got.
You know, I searched all over online. I looked at eBay, then I looked at Amazon, and the best I could do is get the top that you snap on any old bucket.
Yep.
$18.
Yeah.
I got that bucket for just a little over $14.
There you go.
The whole bucket, rig, everything for $14. I couldn't pass it up.
Yep.
I had one of them little shopping baskets, and I'm in this L&M Fleet Farm store, and I knew I wasn't going to get out of it. I just grabbed a little basket because I figured, shit, if I got a cart, it's going to cost me $300 to get out of here. Well, I found that bucket, and that little basket was sitting right on the floor there. No, that bucket, that's pretty cool. I get up to the counter, set the bucket up there. The gal scans it, doesn't even touch it. And she tells me the total. I go, whoa, no, that bucket's full of stuff.
Oh,
Hell, if I was the dishonest kind, I could have just paid her the 14 in tax and said thank you, and then hauled that heavy bucket off the counter. Yeah, I had that bucket packed full of stuff. That turned into my little basket. Running Water asked me, he says, God, that looks like that bucket's heavy. I said, yeah, it's full of shit. I said, I bought all kinds of shit, put it in that bucket. I wanted to make sure that bucket could hold a lot of shit before I actually paid for it.
Mhm. So he's
Yeah,
going
and then
back
right
for-
away somebody comments on that video. Sty, make sure to use liners in that. Yeah, I bought liners for it. Yeah. They just weren't sitting out there when I was showing it off. But I bought liners for it. Now I know a lot of guys they'll just put in about 2 inches of cat litter in the box in the commode. And that can work if you don't have the ladies in camp. Because they don't just drop something in that bucket. You know? So yeah, you want a liner so that it's easier and much cleaner to take that out than it is to try to dump that bucket. I've seen people in camps take them buckets off in the woods, and I'm like, they got the bucket, but they ain't got no shovel. So God knows where they're dumping it. And then they come back in, and what do? They go down by the swimming beach of the campground and whoosh, 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 whoosh,
oh.
wash out their bucket. And it's like, oh my God, no. People. Yeah, there's all kinds of different commodes available out there. When we moved to Montana, I bought a porta potty to take on the trip. We had 4 kids, and then I had the wife, and I thought, oh man, they're going to be wanting to stop every couple hours, and you take a 25-hour trip, that's a lot of stops. So I got one of those portable porta potties with the tank underneath. I paid $45 for a high-end one back then. I'm looking online for $95. You get a cheap one. Yeah, one that's not going to last long, and yeah, the
It
times
takes
have so much changed.
it takes time with the P stop, you know. Like when we went to the West Coast, and we just like drive the small car. If you drive it like straight, you can get it there in like 8 hours, maybe with one stop, one short stop. But the one time I was peeing a lot, at least 13 times, if not more, you know. And it took us 12 hours with the because you have to like find gas station, and that's not often, or you have to drive in a side road or hiding from there.
You
Yeah,
got to
so I
run
have to keep
in.
my pants down, you know, and throw my moonshine, shining my yeah. So,
Well, if the wind's blowing good, at least you can air dry it. You don't have to leave any toilet paper behind.
oh well, I did that once, but then it was so cold that I almost froze the whole. Yeah.
We had that happen.
Mhm.
There were three couples, a buddy of mine. We got in this plane and we flew to this one location. We're going to go look at this development that I was involved in coordinating the building of this development. And we flew there, middle of the stinking winter. We land middle of the night, this little municipal airport. There ain't nobody there, and it's blowing hard, and it's snowing, and it's about maybe 10 degrees outside, and all three gals, we gotta pee. Yeah, guess what? That little airport office at that municipal airport is closed, and we told them you're gonna have to snowbank it. So sure enough, the three of them in a row, us guys, we went walking out because we knew that the rental car I had reserved was sitting out there. So we thought, let's go warm the car up. Them gals, we could hear them scream, and they come back. Here we find out the three of them were in a row, peeing in the snowbank, and the one in the middle lost her balance, started to fall over, so she grabbed the other two. So all three of them, their bare butts right in the snowbank. Yeah. And I thought, well, now I understand that screaming. Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh Lord.
The
Don't eat the yellow snow. No thanks.
yeah. Don't eat the yellow snow.
No, no, no.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not human flavored.
Yeah. Never buy the lemon snow cones from an Eskimo. Yeah. Just not wise. Yeah.
You,
Yeah. Their chocolate bars aren't too wise either.
what do you mean about you lost somebody? I'm just
Samantha
laughing.
dropped off.
Was it Mike?
Oh, yeah. Because Samantha
Yeah.
dropped off.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm texting her. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That Italian ice is pretty good. They sold that at the Dollar Tree when I was managing there. I got kind of hooked on that Italian ice for a while, but it was too much sugar. I just kept eating them and eating them and eating them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been a frickin' rabbit again today.
Oh,
I'm going to eat about a pound of summer sausage after the stream tonight just to
oh,
get some meat in me. God Almighty!
your blood sugar is normal now?
It's well, for me, it's close to normal. Yeah, it's not completely down where it should be, but it's a lot better than it was. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get off here and head to bed. Have to get up at 4:30. Whoa, John, yeah,
Whoa.
man. You betcha, you betcha.
It's 4:20 here now, and the sun is getting up here.
Sun starting to show itself.
Yeah, it's not really dark now at all. If it's not cloudy, yeah, it's like it's not really dark. I ate a Morning Star black bean burger today.
Huh.
I don't know what that is.
No.
420 arcade. So weird. Oh god.
What? What happened?
Oh, he's just looking through.
Okay.
And you can see the face now, like the facial expression so good, you know. Like,
Yeah.
Made him quieter, and he's got really quiet.
we can't hide. We can't hide now, you know.
Boy, you wouldn't want to spill one of them containers on the floor. Man, oh man, you're gonna land on your ass.
It's been done.
Has it?
Oh, many times. I actually I spilled a container of gold on the floor, and this is like feather light.
Uh-huh.
If I take the lid off of this, if an ant farts, it's all over the place.
Let me talk to Matt.
Whoa, sexy, man. Matt, that's
Brand new.
awesome. Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah, with that super sticker, I'll have to go buy myself a burger. Yeah, you can't see it on the StreamYard, but there's a burger on there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you much, there, sexy Matt. Yeah, I'm halfway to making what Mike's making tonight. That's I'm catching up, Mike.
Good up. Uh-oh. $1.49.
Yeah. Ta-da!
Ta-da.
I did this one. I did that one. And they're all the same crap. So I did 4 of them,
Wow.
which means I'm all caught up. Until tomorrow.
Till
Yeah.
tomorrow.
We start all over again.
Then it all starts again.
All starts again.
Well, at least you can get caught up.
This is the first time I've been in the shop in a week.
Oh wow.
I've been working outside.
Oh yeah. I saw your workbench there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've been working outside all week in the 90-degree weather. I start at 7, 8 in the morning. I don't come in until it gets dark about 9:15.
And you face at 5 minutes.
Look,
Yeah.
stuck on my finger. Look at that. I'm gonna tell you now, that shit hurts.
Well, I'm glad you told us now and not later.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Look at my thumb. I got a black thumb. Looks like I just got my mug shot or something. See
Yep.
that crease? That's where my finger was. You see that crease?
Good Lord.
That's where I was just stuck.
Had you pinched in there pretty good.
Yeah, I was in there.
You're crazy.
Somebody got it.
So,
Yeah, at the rate you're going, there's not going to be any electronics left to scrap.
I'm gonna tell you what. I've
He's
got.
hoping. He's
I gotta
hoping.
Ouch.
He's hoping for a big EMP to go off. His yard will be stacked 80 feet high with laptops and desktops and phones.
It already is. I have 300 computers sitting in my yard.
Oh, God.
I think I have 50 in this little pile. In my neighbor's yard, I have a pallet of 50. I got two pallets I got to go pick up at the scrapyard. Friday, I have a big computer store. I got 2 loads of shit there I got to go get. I have a ton of crap to do.
Sounds like it. Wow.
There ain't enough time in the day. And I got to go to Ohio too. So
Ohio?
yeah. Hey, you know what I got? Look at this. I got this really nice knife set. Look at this. Never used it. Never used it. Look at that. It's like brand new inside.
At least
Never
you
used it. Somebody sent it to me. I thought it was a bomb when I got it. Get her dead granny sent me that.
Uh-huh.
Get her dead granny.
send somebody something they don't use it. Go figure.
I'm high my maintenance.
I got it. I got this one here I use all the time.
No smoke.
I use this one.
Candy.
Yeah.
Again, try and serve with champagne. Yeah, that sounds good.
How many knives can you use at one time?
I guess two.
I got a bunch. I use them all.
It all depends on how many fingers you want when you're done with the project.
That's true. That is true. I had somebody ask me today to teach him how to do all this. I was like, no. You don't have enough money in the world for me to sit there and try to do it.
All they got to do is go back and watch your strings.
Yeah.
This is a nitwit that helps my one server guy. You need to teach me how to do this. I said, no, I don't. Not happening.
Heck no, if you teach them how to do it, you won't get them servers.
Nope. I'm not a teacher.
Can we superchat in 30 grand so he can work on this? You know,
Yeah,
can-
so we need a 10,000 square foot warehouse. It's
That's too small.
too small.
That's why I don't have a building, because it would be like, forget it.
Yeah. If you get that sucker packed full, then it's just, then you're back outdoors again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Then you're trying to keep up with what's outdoors because you don't want it showing so much. You try to eliminate that.
I have stuff back there that's been back there for 4 years. When I
Oh,
first, 5 years when I first started. Still back there. One day I'm going to get back there.
One day.
That ain't going to happen. I told my daughter, I said, there's your inheritance. Enjoy.
Oh, God.
Thanks a lot.
Mm-hmm. Glad Anne is misbehaving.
Yeah, I had an uncle that, oh man, he had so many hobbies, and he had a 3-bedroom rambler home with a full basement. He had a 4-car garage and a big backyard. Well, we used to always say, God, when John dies, somebody else can deal with that shit. I mean, that's a lot of dumpsters, man. I mean, he looked like your classic hoarder, his house paths down, but it was real organized, It wasn't just thrown in. And so none of us, we told him, don't you make me executor. Nope. When he finally passed away, he had made his attorney. They were lifelong buddies. They were in the military together and the like, but made his attorney the executor. Boy, my mother was thrilled. She called me up and she says, yeah, they finally got done. They sold off and auctioned off all of his stuff, and they threw out the things that didn't have any value. And I said, good, they got it done. And she said, 1.8 million after the attorney and the auctioneer fees.
No.
He had $1.8 million worth of stuff stuffed in that house in his garage and laying around his backyard, and everybody thought he was an eccentric old fool, and we're going to need a landfill just to put his shit in. Oh no, everything was worth something. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he wasn't such a dumb old fart after all. Uh-huh. Standing on a street corner, not selling anything illegal. Oh, prostitution is allowed there. Oh no,
What?
oh, sorry. You're not in Denmark. That's right.
Here's a neat trick.
Hey, Chelter.
This is a computer memory stick, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Chelsea.
$18.25 a pound is what I sell this for.
Sure.
This is a Rambus. This
Uh-huh.
is $7.50 a pound. Here's the trick. You pop those clips off. You take this little shield off of here, like that. Now it's $18.25 a pound.
Just by getting rid of those pieces.
Just for getting that little piece of aluminum off of it. Yeah. I got a whole bucket of those to do. Isn't that crazy? There's
Yeah,
so much.
Well, when you more than double your money for those couple of seconds you spent taking those pieces off. Yeah, I can see sitting with a bucket of those in front of you.
Yeah, I got a whole bucket over there to do. I got like 60 pounds of just here. So, what's the math on that? 60 pounds? Gotta be at least 5 hours. I hope. I gotta be Sty tonight. That's $1,000, almost 1,100, 1,095. And
That's
most of the stuff I get for free. So,
Well, and that's it. Is your overhead in it is majority is just time.
well, the benefit I have is I work at home, and I have an LLC, so I have to file taxes and all that.
Right.
So I get to write off my water bill, my light bill, my gas bill, all my house cable bill.
Yeah.
I still paid $8,000 last year, but
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the benefit I have of working at home. Not much over here. Bert.
Yeah, that would buy some beer.
Oh crap!
Hey, Tim. Hello. You like that screen house? I love that screen house. You folks don't. If you watch that video and you're watching that, like Ann said, I thought it was going to blow away there for a minute.
Yeah.
We were having wind gusts up to 35 miles an hour that afternoon. It was blowing so damn hard, and Running Water was telling me, he says, that thing's gonna frickin' blow away. I said, not when it's staked to the ground. It's got these big steel rings that are about that big around that you stake into the ground. It's not like a nylon strap or something with a tent stake in it. I put these big ass 18-inch steel stakes in, and now it might wobble, but it ain't going nowhere. And the nice thing with that is if I'm going to be somewhere for an extended period of time, in the center of each wall, there's a nice big heavy strap that comes out, and there's like a turnbuckle, and you can run guy lines out, 5 guy lines out of that, and it won't even sit there and wiggle. It's just solid.
What's
It
one
don't
of them
move.
run?
That with the screen house itself was about, I think it was, we got it on sale, but regular price was like $220, and the side panels, to get 5 side panels, was an additional $60. So it was $280 total at the regular price, but we got this one for $180 plus the $60 panel add-on.
Sits up. I like that.
Yeah, it's tough. If you look at my playlist for camps out at Black Lake, you'll see it. I used it every trip to Black Lake. Sat out some good storms, sat in there and filmed while it was there. I mean, one hell of a hailstorm I had. And we had one storm come through that was knocking trees down, and I sat out in that screen house. I didn't sit in the trailer. I sat in the screen house through the whole thing. And it's neat, and it goes up so damn quick. I was busy BSing on the camera and stuff, and not letting running water diddle around, but when I pull into camp and I set that thing up, it takes me 10 minutes to get it to where it's all done. 10 minutes. Boom, boom, boom. What I like is you just grab those tabs and pull out the walls, and go inside, pop the roof up. It's done. Take it down. You're done.
We don't know who that is, Hunt for Heat.
Yeah.
Y'all like my pussy? Look at my pussy.
That pussy's got more hair than your face does.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't shave your pussy, okay? Don't get carried away now. Don't get carried away.
Oh, yeah. You might like it.
Hey, Hunt for Heat.
You might like it.
Yeah, that's Mike. Yeah. Everybody asks that question. Is that Mike?
That's me. You're kind of in the way.
That? Have him put his channel name up so we know who he is.
Oh.
Early's never a war, in a way. No.
You're in the way.
There, I did it, so now people know who we are.
Ah. That's dangerous.
I don't know why I had us all up there anonymously, but don't want nobody to know who we are.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna have to take my sign down to do that.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Mine fell off.
I don't know how they couldn't figure out who you are, Granny.
Yeah, I've actually had people ask who I was. Yeah, big yellow thing back here, right there.
Yeah. There's Mike.
Yes.
The e-waste is laying down there. It says e-waste, Mike, but the other one fell off the damn wall.
Yeah, those are neat.
Because I'm too fat. I can't reach it. It's rough to be me.
Hey, Earl.
Earl is a pain. You're a pain.
Hello, everybody. Earl.
Earl don't care.
He don't pay no attention to nothing.
That cat's thinking, yeah, when he goes to bed tonight, boy, that stuff's gonna be fun to bat around. Oh man.
Every night I hear something down here following because he climbs on everything. Every night. Down here rearranging.
I seriously think I need to self-ban myself from the Xbox.
Yeah. I've had stages like that on PS4 where all of a sudden I have to go, that's it. Yeah, I mean, right to the point where it's, no, I'm going to disconnect it, go put it in the upper shelf in the closet so I can't even turn the damn thing on. Yeah. Oh, you're playing Assassin's Creed Origins? Fun.
Did you get some sleep? When I was going to bed, she was still playing today. So yeah. Or last night. Or last fucking, I don't know what. Yeah.
Whenever it was, right?
I can't say night because I'm up all night, so it's morning. I'm cussing out the birds in the air. Uh, yeah, but I gotta sleep.
You got some sleep. There you go.
Yeah, I got about 4 hours too. So,
I don't know how Aunt stays up all night.
well, like, yeah, can
Well,
talk
look who's
about it
talking.
someday.
Someday.
I told
Some.
Granny I was going to do a 24-hour scrapping stream, but probably fall asleep in the middle of it.
Well, I've been watching her sleeping, and that was fun.
I'd be like, what's his name? Fall asleep in the middle of the stream.
Jimmy Hill.
Premiere, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I follow my sleep. Yeah, in my stream too.
Uh-huh.
Every
Yeah,
time I go in his stream, he's sleeping.
yeah, he fell asleep. Was it last night or was it the night before that? So, well, things happen, you know. Pills kicking in and things like that, and yeah, sometimes you are up 48 hours, and then yeah, things can happen.
Yeah, Cindy. Yeah.
I kill a lot of antelopes living to kill like 6 people. I haven't played that, so I don't know. Maybe once or twice.
You know you're on my way.
Yeah, I've got all the Assassin Creeds, all the games. My favorite's Black Flag. I like the pirate one.
You get more sleep, about 4 hours. Sometimes a little more, but I learned from Mike. I blame him.
There you go, hunt for heat. That my yeah, I should have you talk to my youngest son. That guy was spending about $50 a month or more on controllers.
Damn.
He had dents in his walls around his TV, and there was one time I went over and the TV had a big spider web in the corner, a big crack down the center. And I took a look, and here he got rid of his wireless remotes and made sure they were wired, hardwired, and he used short wires, had his PlayStation right next to him. So if he threw it, and what he did was he duct taped the cable to the controller and to the system. First time he threw that controller, it pulled the system right off of his table next to him. So he duct taped the system to the table. And he said, now I can't hit it. He said, and I was there going, you're crazy. And I can't remember what he was playing. And he starts cussing. He's having a fit. And then he died. And that controller went flying, hit the end of that cable. It come flying right back, hit him right in the face, right in the kisser. And I go, they're getting even with you, man. He had a big plastic bin full to the top. One of them big storage bins, full to the top with crippled controllers. You go through there, and some of them were just two pieces with a wire hanging between them. Some of them were all duct tape. They had 10 feet of duct tape on them. And yeah, he was killing controllers so fast. Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
It is.
He was
And,
winning.
and then he started using aftermarket controllers because he couldn't afford to keep buying true PS controllers. I mean, you can't spend $50-$60 on a controller and smash it against the wall. That's nuts.
Yeah, I just bought one. It was $60.
And so once he did that and he got smacked in the face by throwing his controllers, now he's disciplined. I mean, yeah, he's 40 years old and now he doesn't throw his controllers anymore like he did when he was 35.
Look at her scrapping.
That's his. Not
Good
this
boy.
one. No, no. You can do those other ones. Don't, no,
Can I have
not
this
this one. No, no.
Can I have this one? Can I have it? Here, you want two? Say hi to Granny. Say hi, Granny.
Yeah, he's
Hello.
giving it to me. There's something suspicious.
He's looking her way.
Yeah.
Uh, sometimes
Well, now-
he looks evil too.
We'll get it.
Mhm. Mhm.
He's getting agitated because his tail. Look at his tail. Back here
Yeah,
twitching. I ain't rubbing your head. Get out of here. You leaving? Good. Go. Go. Go away. Come back another day. You need to get out of here because you're holding me up here, man. You know, I got to make like another dollar yet today.
Another dollar.
This cat weighs 15 pounds. 15 pounds. You're a fat ass. Goodbye.
The sign of a happy cat.
It's weird because he never. I mean, he come around me, but since my dog died, I swear to God, he's got the dog stuff in him because he does stuff my dog used to do.
Oh,
Like my dog used to sleep with me in the morning. My dog would hit me on the shoulder to get up, you know, because she wanted to go outside. He does it now.
Mhm.
And then my dog always wanted to get under the covers. Now he wants to get under the covers. Like, no.
yeah. He figured the job was open. He's going to take the position.
Yeah. Well, they were buddies. You know, they were pretty close. Like I'll be in the kitchen and I'll walk through, and that son of a bitch will be hiding somewhere. He'll run out and smack my leg. Oh, he's weird. He's old. He's like 10 years old, and he runs around like he's a kitten.
Mhm.
Well, that's my son. My son's one cat. He named the cat Bellatrix after that witch off of Harry Potter. And boy, that name fits that cat. Yeah, that cat is Bellatrix. Come up to you all cute and happy and lets you pet her for a few swipes, and then she'll grab you around the wrist and bite the hell out of you. And
Yeah. He'll
and
grab you.
but I lived for a little over a year with my boy, and while I was recovering from my heart surgery, and that cat and I ended up kind of being buddies. But really, what it was, I finally figured it out. I was her human. That was all it was to it. Yeah. And she was glad that my son brought her a pet, right? Well, my oldest boy and my youngest son now live together. They're sharing this big house. That cat will not accept my oldest boy running water. Will not accept him. That cat will sit on the arm of the couch and watch and stare at him across the room. And if running water turns and looks at the cat hisses from all the way across the room. Like, fuck off. Fuck you. Don't look at me. So I'm over there the other day and she's sitting in my lap. And he'd turn and he'd say something to me, and her freaking hair would go on end, and she'd stare at him. And I'd tell her, settle down, not my lap. Don't you go ballistic in my lap. And she'd look at me, her hair would go down, she'd start purring, and I'm petting her. And he's just shaking his head. That son of a bitch cat, he says, and his dog, his Boston Terrier, is just a chubby bugger. And that Boston Terrier, that cat follows that dog to the house and beats him in the ass constantly. Just constantly beating him in the ass. And that dog looks over his shoulder like, son of a bitch. That cat's smacking me in the ass again. That dog goes to get a drink of water. The cat's right there smacking him in the ass. And she don't like running water or his damn dog. Yeah, she accepts me, but yeah.
We got a cat everybody's scared of. She's got that extra thumb on both of her paws, and
Oh yeah,
you can't get away. It's like a human grabbing you with claws.
yeah. We had one of them. We had one that had 7 on one foot, 6 on the other, and then its back feet had 6.
Oh,
and that
Lord.
bugger would get a hold of you. It's like a monkey grabbing you.
Yeah, you can't get away from it.
Uh-uh.
She's a tortoiseshell, and she is mean.
Yeah, my sister had a cat that was just pure evil. I mean, it was born that way. I think it had to have been. And at my oldest sister's graduation open house, we had the city commissioner there at the house, and he's standing below the staircase we had. And I looked up, and there's Sam, the cat, on that step, all fuzzed out and staring at the top of this guy's head. And before I could even say a word, here she come right off that step, landed on that guy's head, and just raised it, just went ballistic. That guy's freaking out, and he's swatting the cat. Everybody in the whole house, I mean, we had 40 people there. All of them are just staring, not a word. You couldn't hear a word. It was just like, holy the shit hell. That don't happen. Well, it sure did that day. And my brother, he's saying, kill the cat, kill the cat. And my youngest sister, don't you touch my cat. I said, the cat's ripping him up. Do something about it. And she walks over there, and he's freaking out. He's trying to find a wall to beat his head on. And she just, once she got a hold of the cat let go, and she took the cat, and she goes, I'll go lock her up in my room. And my brother's, no, kill the cat, kill the cat. Well, then you look at this guy, and he's got blood running down his face and down the back of his neck because all them cat scratches in his scalp, you know. Yeah, it was a little embarrassing. He never came to visit that guy ever again. Yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah.
We would have, if he came, he'd probably be wearing a hard hat. And it was, the funny part is that this guy was thin as a stick and mild mannered. He was kind of like a Mr. Rogers kind of character. And that cat picked him out of 40 people. Uh-huh. That's my target.
Wow.
And I told my brother, no, don't kill that cat. I said, that cat is so entertaining. Man, oh man. It knew better than attack me. A couple times that bugger would jump for my face, and I'd give it a good swat across the room. And it'd stand there all hunched up and hissing at me, and give it a couple of minutes, and it calmed down. You know?
You always got in trouble with your cats.
Sounds like a troubled pussy to me.
I had that one when I was a kid latch onto my head. That was a son of a bitch. And that wasn't my fault. The cat attacked me, and I didn't do nothing. My brother and his buddy's the one that poked that cat in the ass with a pocket knife. And that sucker, that cat come up, we thought it was dead. No, it was just sleeping. That sucker sprung up just like it had springs on its feet, and boom, had me by the head. And I was only about 5 years old. And it was a big cat like Mike's, big, heavy bastard, man. It felt like I had an elephant riding on my shoulders. And it was freaking out. And my brother and his buddy come running over to me with this shovel handle. Hold still, we'll hit it. We'll hit it. Are you freaking mad? You don't beat the cat. Oh, it's on my head. I know you guys. You're going to be hitting me in the face 10 times to hit the cat once. That's no bullshit. Well, then they stuck that handle underneath, between the cat and my head. Thought prying it off was the best way to go. Well, you don't do that. It's got its claws all latched into my hide. So the garage wall helped. Beat the cat on the garage wall a few times with my head. Yeah.
Never had one do that, but I had a little feral kitten bite the crap out of me.
Oh, feral kittens are funny.
Trying to catch it, and it bit my thumb right down where the nail and the meat and went all the way in. Oh my God. And it wouldn't let go.
Feral kittens out on our farm. I loved them little feral kittens. I could lure them up to the porch, put some milk down for them and some cat food, lure them up to the porch, and I'd hide around the corner. And I'd step out, and the damn cats, they jump about 3 feet in the air, and they'd be running across the yard all fuzzed out, and spitting and hissing all the way as they're running off like, damn human got too close.
Trust me, you don't want to grab them.
No. I did once, but I was wearing leather gloves. I got a hold of one, and boy, he was just raising hell. He actually raised hell to the point where he just wore himself out. I mean, he finally just gave up, and he ended up being a good domestic cat after that. Yep. But hell, I wouldn't want to touch one with a bare hand.
I was surprised because he's so little. I didn't know he could hurt so bad.
Hey, Tim.
It's great to see you, Tim. On my own channel, I just.
One day I'm going to get a real job.
You think?
No. I could go back to pimping hoes and selling drugs, but drugs you just go to the store and get them now. All the weed sellers are out of business. Ooh, that's a good chip.
Yeah, I tell you, all the times I had my own sole proprietorships and a few LLCs, and then I'd go to work, go into the field I was, I guess, meant for by somebody, not me. 26 years of working under the prying eyes of somebody else and taking orders. Just, I look back at that and said I should have never gave up doing my own thing. I understand and I hear it when people say, well, when you're running your own business, you never have any time. You can never go. You can never do this. You can never do that.
Can't when you're working either.
You can't when you're working. And when I was independent, you're damn right. If I wanted to drop and go for an extended weekend, I told my employees, man, you know what the hell your jobs are. You better be doing them while I'm gone. I'm out of here. I'm taking some time. And it's because it was my choice. I could choose to work 7 days a week for 6 months and then say, bullshit, I'm taking a week. I'm cutting the hell out of here. But in my career, it was, I got to put in 6 months in advance and hope the hell they'll give me the time off.
Yep.
And still ended up working 6 days a week, 12 to 14 hours a day. So, yeah, I wish I hadn't gone that
route. I'll take a day off when I die.
That's... Well, there were some work days where, work felt like a day off, You got a day where you're going to be doing something that you really like doing, and it's relaxing, and you don't have a bunch of other stresses going on, and there were a lot of those kind of days where I said, yeah, it feels just like a day off,
Yeah, that's what's nice. I can wake up in the morning and say, nope, not today.
Yeah.
And I ain't got to answer to nobody.
I think a lot that has to do with that feeling is just knowing that you can.
Right.
Knowing that you can say, nah, fuck it today. I'm not doing nothing. That's my choice. There ain't
I got-
nobody going to fire me. You know,
I tried to fire myself once today.
that don't work good though, does it?
No, I called myself and get your ass back to work. Okay.
Yeah. I had, yeah, I had written myself a couple of resignation letters. They were never accepted. They
No, I don't.
always ended up burned up. You know.
Yep.
That's funny. This very chair I'm sitting in is this very desk I'm using. There was times I'd lock my door in my office and I would kick back on these things and take me a nap. I brought my stuff with me when I left.
Yeah, Tim, I get the gold out. There's the gold.
Wow.
Got some over there too. I still have to process all this.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Yeah. That's a lot of gold there. It takes so long to do this stuff though.
Yeah. How the heck do you get it off of those cards?
You use muriatic acid and hydrogen peroxide.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Peroxide. Huh.
Yep. Well, you only put a little bit of peroxide just to get the reaction going. If you
Uh-huh.
put too much peroxide, it won't do nothing. But
So
what'll
it just acts like a catalyst and
Yeah.
get it working.
what'll happen is that gold that's on here, it'll actually come off of there and it'll float in the acid. And then once it's all floated out, I just use a Mr. Coffee maker. I'll put a filter in it and I'll pour all the acid through the filter, and all the gold foils will stay in the filter.
Uh-huh.
But it takes, like, if I did all of this here, this is 7 pounds of fingers. So if I did all of these at once, I would have to let it set about a week to a week and a half just to make sure that all the fingers, come off. And then once you get all the fingers off of here, you have to go through every single one of these and make sure there's no gold on it or no gold hanging out. So I have a spray bottle, you spray it all down. But it takes probably a week to a week and a half to get the gold off of this. But then it takes probably another 2 to 3 weeks to get this all filtered out.
Uh-huh.
Because it'll take, what'll happen is you'll have so many foils that your filter will clog. So I hate to say this with Ann here, but I have a vibrator that I actually put on there, and I vibrate the thing, and it pushes it through a lot better.
Sure.
This is very time consuming, but this is probably, I don't know, right now with the price of gold, if I got all this done, just this here, there's probably over $1,000 of gold right here.
Uh-huh.
But it just takes time. It's ridiculous.
Right.
It takes. And then I got a bunch of these from the scrapyard that was in a lot that I bought. Well, what these are is they're connectors, but they're brass connectors, but on the very tip of them, see the very tip there, is silver.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't play with silver. So I have like 15 pounds of these. So I got to find somebody that messes with silver.
Uh-huh.
And I'll just give them to them. I
Wow.
sell them. I'll just give them to them. I don't care. But they came with when I go to I got 2 contracts with scrapyards. So whatever they put in the pallet, that's the way I have to buy it.
Right. Right.
So, I get crap like that. But all this here I just got from one pallet. This was all this fingers. It was all in one haul.
Wow.
It's like, I think a guy decided he wanted to try his hand at it, and from what my yard manager was saying is that he put these in acid, but he used nitric acid.
Uh-huh.
Nitric acid, when you mix nitric acid with anything, you'll get this big brown toxic cloud.
Yep.
Well, he did it in his basement.
Oh, not good.
Yeah, no filters. And, he's an older
Ooh.
guy. So he just, he's lucky he didn't die. Because he could have died from it.
Yeah.
So he gave it up. He said it's not worth it. So he gave all of that stuff to the scrapyard. The scrapyard, I paid $30, and I got, I don't know, over $1,000 worth of crap for $30. So I wasn't complaining.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a big process. It's a big.
We had
process.
that. There was 4 of us buddies out in Montana. That one of our buddies, he held what was it? It was a total of 24 active claims out there in northwestern Montana, and the one claim, they were called the Montezuma mines, and there was 8 mines, and what they did was this: they were blasting and hauling the ore out, but they were running it through the crusher, and they were only going 4 inches to dust on processing it, on crushing it, and then they'd do quick leach to get as much gold off as they could.
Yep.
And then they just dumped all the tailings. Well, those tailings ended up to be 60 feet deep and covering 4.5 acres.
Wow.
And it's still 3 and 4 inch chunks of ore. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of tons of tailings sitting there. And he had exclusive claim on them. He did the assay work. Yeah, it was estimated that claim would produce about $78 million total. But it's not cheap to process that stuff. I mean, it would have cost about $40 million just to process it all. But if you can make $38 million off of that, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So we kind of set up a joint endeavor, and he says, here's the problem: we got to get that leached. And I said, yeah. I said, you're the gold man, not me. What are you going to do? He goes, well, we leached that with cyanide. I go, what? And he says, yeah. He says, here's the problem: I got 2 semi-trailers full of cyanide, but it's sitting in Salt Lake City, Utah. He says, and I haven't been able to get the permitting to move it up here.
Wow.
So that was my job, is to get that stinking cyanide up there. 2 50-foot long semi-trailers full of 55-gallon drums of cyanide. Yeah, boy, that was a bitch. That costs an arm and a leg to get the permitting to be able to haul that down domestic highways. I told him, I said, the best thing we could do is buy a lot of OD green paint. We get ourselves a couple of old surplus military tractors, and we go down there and we paint those trailers OD green, hook up to them, and just tell them it's a military load.
There you go.
But my partners, they thought, they thought I was crazy. But shit, it would have been a lot cheaper. Unless, of course, we ran into the military somewhere along the road.
Right.
Then I think we would have lost both loads. And then we get it on site. Well, we couldn't take it right out to where the crusher was at and all the leaching. We had the tanks all set up. We had 30 tanks. And we couldn't get it there because we had to do some road work into the site. So we parked them on my buddy's 80 acres. 4 days after we parked them there, his place got raided by the FBI.
Oh, shit.
They wanted to know what in the hell he was doing with 2 semi-loads of cyanide on his property, especially when he lived right along the Clark Fork River, not too many miles from Lake Coeur d'Alene, which provides all the water for the city of Coeur d'Alene.
Nice.
They were real nerd. They thought, oh my God, these radicals got all that cyanide. They're gonna pour that shit in the reservoir. No, really, we're not. It took about 3 weeks for us to calm them down. We had to show them the mining site, everything, and then they released it and said, yeah, you can move it. But oh man, hey, Austin's Corner, good to see you. Good to see you. Oh heck, I'm not even watching the time. Yeah, boy, we're going on 2 hours. I gotta do something real quick, guys. It's just 1 minute. Take a deep breath. It only take a minute. I gotta always thank my members. and behave yourself. Here we go. Well, I see Austin's Corner's got a question there. Have they opened the Chequamegon back up? The Chequamegon National Forest is open to the dispersed camping and fires. So you can have campfires and dispersed camp. They're opening some of the campgrounds this Friday. I know of one in particular that they are opening up. It's one of my favorites. And at this point, it's going to be first come, first serve, and it's going to be a madhouse Friday. There's going to be a bunch of people in there going, "Get out of my sight!" You know, yeah. I think.
Hey, Teresa.
Hey, Teresa, big hugs, girl.
Teresa.
Hello. Hey,
I'm
Mike.
so glad she
Mike.
got tested for COVID and came back negative. So I was so happy to hear that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, with all the exposure she's had, wow. I don't know if I recall, but we met last summer when we were camping. I was hobo fishing. Austin! Man. It's not that I forgot your first name, but I didn't know you're that Austin. I didn't know. Yeah, they haven't opened Birch Grove yet. I'm trying to get some information, get them to open up Birch Grove. I want to get out there and do some camping, man, and kayaking and fishing there. It was so great. Austin's Corner. I was out camping at Birch Grove Campground up here in northern Wisconsin, out in the middle of the Chequamegon Forest, and I looked down. I was right by the boat landing, my campsite, so I could take my kayak down there, put it in so easy. And I looked down there one afternoon, and there's a fella down there with a hobo fishing rig, and he's fishing. And I thought, whoa, I got to meet a guy that's willing to fish the old way, you know. I went down there, and Austin and I, boy, we had quite the long chat. He's a ham radio operator, and he was getting more. He was starting to experiment with certain bushcrafting skills and that, and boy, we had an awesome visit, Austin. It'd be neat to run across each other again. Started trout fishing last weekend. Wow. Yep. Yeah, I'm glad they're opening stuff up. I got to really pound the next. It's going to be another full week before I'm able to hit campsites because I got to get that trailer done. And tomorrow I'll get a few hours in. Friday and Saturday, both days. Pound. What is so funny, Ann? Trail trash. Hey.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Samantha.
Oh, Samantha talking to you, huh?
Yeah, she sent me a song she never will sing, but I love it. Oh.
Sounds like fun, trail trash.
She only want to pee, so I have to like have a one eye on her and things like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Keep one eye on her so that you can see when she pees.
No poop. This time it will be poop.
Oh, it's time for that duty, eh?
Yeah, I was out with her, but she just wanted to pee. So yeah.
Uh-huh.
I will get used to Mike someday, but yeah,
You think?
someday.
That's right, Teresa. Sty, campfires, camping.
Different.
Love it.
Well, don't forget to take your ID when you go to board court because they might not know who you are.
They know who I am.
What?
Beard or not, right?
I'm probably their best customer.
Oh.
They cringe when they see me come because they know they got to write the big check.
Mm.
Oh yeah, Austin's Corner. The Brule River, which is nothing but a pretty large creek. You get some good brook trout, browns, rainbows. Yeah, yeah. Several of our creeks and rivers have good trout fishing in them. There was a spot on the Brule I just loved to trout fish, and I just gave it up. I went out there one time, and I caught 7 bats. Didn't catch a single fish. Every time, because it was right at evening, the sun was getting close to setting, and the bats were just starting to come out. Every time I'd cast, damn bat would try to scoop my fly with its wing, and I was hooking them in the wings constantly. They were, they were feeding on bugs, and them stupid bats couldn't figure out that. Yeah, there's a string attached to that bug.
You're right.
He climbs on everything. All this shit was stacked up. Look at. He found a little hole to climb. Look at. There's a wilderness away.
Actually though, for a cat, that's a cat heaven in there,
Oh yeah.
in that room. Man, any cat would love that. Explore. I can wander all over and explore.
2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Every night I hear something down here falling. All that stuff back there was all piled up.
Well,
what
and if he's 15 pounds and gets on the edge of anything, yeah, it's probably going over.
I have another one that's 25 pounds.
Ah,
Big cat. It's like 2 of him.
yeah. I had a buddy that he had a 26-pounder and a 22-pounder, and boy, they were big boys. The one, his name was Duncan. I'll never forget that cat. I called him Duncan Donut because that's what that cat must have been eating to get that damn big.
I figure when these guys die, I'm going to cook them up.
Holy smokes!
Yeah.
You're gonna have to invite some folks,
I'm definitely
or
going
else
to eat.
you're gonna have a hell of a lot of leftovers.
Yeah. I'm going to eat a lot of
Oh,
pussy.
he's looked at the camera like, "Shut up, Sty, you fucker."
I said, yeah.
He looked right at me like,
Yeah.
"Fuck off."
He lives in Wisconsin. You know where Wisconsin is? I'll show you.
Yeah, come to Wisconsin. We got lots of cheese, which means lots of mouses too.
Houses.
That
You're going to get stabbed, dude.
Yeah. Usually you stab yourself. But
I don't look. I mean, I was sitting here with a freaking knife, and he's sitting here rubbing on it.
Yeah,
Look, at- he ain't right.
he ain't right.
Things missing. Can't get right. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, trail trash. Being that I got you here, that patch you sent me. If I put that like on my hat or something, okay, I know it's adhesive, but should that be also ironed onto it? Or do you just put it on the way it is? Or do you put some heat to it, iron, and it'll hold better? Because I don't want that bugger peeling off out in the woods or something off my hat. Or off of one of my vests, one of these vests. I was thinking of putting it on one of these vests. And I just, boy, I like that patch. So that, and I ain't no good at stitching. And I used to, God, I could, yeah, I was like an old church marm. I could sit there and sew all damn day. Not anymore.
I put on my bumper Sty. It's been away and all out. I'm still strong though. That you got from trade?
The actual
Not
patch.
not the patch, but
I see. I wouldn't want to put it where it's going to be exposed on something like that because of the dirt. I don't want it absorbing any of the dirt or anything. Mine's
I
on
think you have to
my
go
truck
out like that.
window,
Uh,
hanging in. Hanging in. Oh, on the exterior of your truck window, huh? Wow. Oh, the sticker. Yeah, I got the patch, the fabric patch. I had someone the other day say, "Well, put that bugger on that T-shirt from him." I said, "What the hell? I'm not going to put his patch on the T-shirt. It's already got the logo there, and at the back, it's got the huge patch. You know, come on. No, I want to put it on a piece of gear that I use quite a bit. You know." Yeah. Huh. Cool. Cool. That's good to know. That's good to know. Boy, the way he's staring at the camera is hilarious. He turns every once in a while, looks us
See that
right
guy
in
right there? See that guy right there? Turn there. Look. That guy right there. That's the guy you want.
Yeah, he don't usually stare that intensely.
Yeah. There he is. See? Got to give that look.
Yeah. Tell him. I
He
get that
looked
look all the time. You might as well get it.
Yeah. He's thinking, yeah, I'm going to get some view time.
Yep. Everybody knows Earl. Earl's YouTube famous.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen a.
When I do the live streams, he's sitting right here in my way, just like this.
Yeah.
I'll take a computer apart. As soon as I take the motherboard out, he'll jump in the case every time.
I've never
Hey,
seen him
Earl.
around that much.
Earl.
Why you look pissed off?
Yeah.
Why you look so mad?
What's wrong, Earl?
Are you mad I'm not upstairs? I'm down here. Hmm? What? Rub on that. Train. See that? Rub on that. Rub on that. Rub on. Oh, never mind. Almost got carried away there. This cat here was a stray when we got him. He used to just hang around the house. I told my wife, I said, there's something wrong with that cat. He just didn't look right. All of a sudden, he started heaving and hoving. He puked up a whole bird. I said, damn. Whole bird. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I got one that sits out on the front porch. Man, that cat catches possums, raccoons, every damn thing. I'm waiting for him because we got a lot of. Now I live in a big city, a decent sized city, the fourth biggest city in Michigan. We have skunks, raccoons, possums, pheasants. I don't know what else.
You have a good night, Teresa. Thanks for stopping in, girl.
Hi, Teresa.
Good night. Glad your results came back good.
Yeah, her results from her test came back negative.
That's awesome.
God, I took a deep breath after I heard the news. I was just like, oh, thank God. Because she's so worried about it. She's in so much
No.
contact.
Have a good night, Teresa. And no pooping. She get wet on her feet, it's like, yeah. Oh, that's so bad. That's crazy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sirree.
So did anybody else leave or just Teresa? Just Teresa.
Teresa.
Teresa La Guerra.
Yeah, it's still up in the air. I'm not sure where I'm going to. This winter, of course, I'm wintering here, but the following winter, I'm going to be wintering somewhere down south, and I might winter down by family down there in Texas. I got family in Austin, Bastrop, San Antonio, all that area down there, and I thought, yeah, I might put in down there for the winter. And I get down there, then from there, I can travel, go see Teresa. Yeah.
Can you take me along?
yeah. You said you get claustrophobic in my trailer.
Oh yeah. I can't. No. I can stay in there on the roof, maybe. I don't know.
All you got to do, Ann, is keep your head down.
You'll
never see anything.
Hey, JCT, beautiful sunset tonight.
And JCT, I get car sick, Mike.
That's and that when you mention that, I know several people that get car sick, and actually I've had two people go on fairly long trips with me that, oh man, they always got car sick. They always got to take Dramamine, and yeah, they don't travel well. And both of them in my truck, they liked it. They said, yeah, it doesn't feel like I'm going down the road like I do in other vehicles. And I told them that's why I got that truck, man. Because I want to be able to drive 15 hours if I want.
Yeah.
Chowser says dinner time.
Oh, it depends on the driver. Of course, it does that. But I've been like that all my years since I was young.
Yeah, I was car sick when I got car sick if I was a passenger when I was younger. But if I was driving, I was busy enough. I never got car sick. But just sitting there as a passenger, yeah.
And it's worse if people smoke in the car. That's bad. Oh yeah. That's bad.
I don't bring a bowl with me. We're doing all of the pirate stuff with Cirrus. I did bring an inflatable raft that holds 700 pounds. Why? There you go. Brought some toys with. Yeah. That. Yeah, I get chewed out every time I do a video and say, "Yeah, I've been to this lake or that lake." And, well, where's fishing poles? Why didn't you have any fishing poles? Well, because I didn't really intend on going to the lake. I just took off driving, ended up at the lake. Well,
Yeah,
why
but
aren't
you
your
can
fishing
always have
poles
a
just
small
in there
pole.
anyway?
You can
You should
always have
always
a
have your
small
fishing
pole.
poles.
Yeah, have it in the backpack, Yeah, it's free dinner. Or maybe not. I don't know what it is down there.
That's
Yeah, but is it regulated where you live, Sty, with the fish and things like that, or is that just in Alaska? I don't know.
that's. Oh no, all the states in the U.S. have fishing regulations. I
Yep.
got my
Yeah.
fish and I got my annual fishing license,
So you can't
and
fish how much you want. Like, yeah, you got a limit.
oh, there's a limit. There's a limit on the fish. Yeah,
No,
we
no,
do
we don't
have
have that
we
here.
do have some fish that they're considered rough fish that there is no limit, but like sunfish, well, all the panfish, sunfish, perch, crappies here in Wisconsin, it's 25 a day.
A day, okay, but still not a lot. So yeah, it isn't
Yeah,
so much.
yeah, 25 a day. And heck, when I was a kid growing up over in Minnesota back in the 60s, it was 100 a day. You could take 100 panfish a day. And um, yeah, see, me too, Blake. I've got a rod case it's got my heavy, medium, and my little micro rod in it. Um, and that's in the trailer. I would be carrying it in the truck, but like I said, I didn't go out planning to do any fishing yet. Um, trail trash. Yeah, Travis, that's good. We can't all be as cool as you, Blake. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I got buddies here that they've got pole racks in the back of their pickup trucks. They don't got guns; they got poles hanging in the back window. Yeah, fish hunters, fish hunters. Hey, yeah, trail trash. When I lived out in Montana, I owned one fishing rod, and that was a fly rod, and I rarely ever used it. Man, I'd cut myself a pole, throw some line on it, and a fly, and catch all the trout I wanted. I didn't need no pole. I always had around the top of my hat. I had a bunch of monofilament wound around my hat, and I had a couple dozen flies in my hat. I was
Mm.
good to go fishing anytime I wanted. Here it's a little trickier, but for panfish, that's all you need is cut yourself a nice pole. And heck, until I was about, they had me out in the boat when they were fishing. I guess when I was a baby, they had me all wrapped up, stuck in a box, and up in the bow of the boat, and out we go fishing. So when I was about when I was about 7 years old, my dad gave me my first Zebco, and very very first trip we went on that I had my Zebco rod and reel. I caught myself my first northern. I gotta I gotta scan that picture, show that to you guys, because man, I'm only about 4 or 5 years old, and I'm holding that northern, and that thing couldn't weigh a pound and a half, but it looks like a big lugger. Yeah, I mean a big lugger, because I was such a little kid. So yeah, I was my very first northern. But before that, cane pole. That's all that kid got. Here's your cane pole. Caught a hell of a lot of fish on that cane pole. I didn't like, I liked the breakdown cane poles until you got yourself a carp on it, a great big old 5 to 10 pound carp on it. Yeah, he pulls the front section of your cane pole off, and off it goes. Son of a bitch. I
Yeah.
lost a lot of fish and the end of my cane pole that way. Yeah.
I remember when I was fishing when I was younger and was like going out and there were like 4 or 5, maybe more, and nobody have those want to have the fish back home, so I got it. And that can be all between 100 and 200 perch, or yeah, perch. I think it's perch. Yeah. So I got home to my mom, and here you go, like 11 at night. Here you go. Now you can, yeah, clean them up and freeze them. Yeah. He
Oh
wasn't.
man.
He
Our,
wasn't that happy with me, like always, because I was fishing all like every day almost. So yeah.
uh,
She was praying. Hope she's not getting any fish today.
yeah. Oh no, she's gonna come home with more fish.
Oh yeah.
My pop, we had a really nice fish cleaning house. Big 55-gallon drum in the center, and he had this big round wood top with the hole in it, and all the filleting knives, anything you needed to clean any kind of fish in there. And he had these stools for us kids so that we could stand, and we're just about waist height to that table. Because if you're going to be catching, you're going to help clean. Oh God, sit there and scale panfish hours. Then by the time you were 6, 7 years old, boy, you had a fillet knife in your hand. You learn how to fillet, and I always got stuck cleaning the damn bullheads and having to peel hides off of bullheads all the time, and catfish.
Oh
And
boy.
my brother and my two sisters didn't fish, so they never got stuck out in the fish house cleaning. But my brother, he always feigned stupidity. I just can't clean these bullheads and catfish. And my dad says, "Well, your little brother seems to do okay. We'll just have him do them all." Well, wait. No, let me fillet some of those nice big walleyes.
Is catfish a white fish, like white meat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. All the fish over here are white meated except for the salmon family.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What Travis does, what Trail Trash Outdoors, a lot of people don't get it until they go to their channel and see what's up there. But boy, they clean up. They clean up in the woods. I just love it.
What
Oh
is
man,
buttercat? Buttercat.
what's that?
What is buttercat? Blake.
People would be like you.
Like, can you tell how many buttercats I cleaned? Buttercat?
How many butter cats I've cleaned?
What is that?
I've never heard the term butter cat, but um,
Bullhead catfish. Okay.
bullheads. Yeah. Well, yeah. See, the thing is here we've got the yellows and the browns. The browns got they're dark brown or they're black, and they got a white belly, and then we got the yellows that are brown with the bright yellow bellies on them. Yeah. So yeah, I can see why you would call that a butter catfish. Yeah.
Huh.
The yeah, watching Wheel Life, watching Tim. He took this trail to a waterfall in his chair.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
The end of it, man, he just made my heart pound, man. He's got all these bags of trash that he picked up on the way out, and it was just like, why should he have to be picking up people's trash along that trail, man?
Yep.
You know, but man, that's yeah. definitely a man to my liking. I'm that way. I can't walk past trash on the trail, and there's days it just pisses me off coming out with a 13-gallon bag packed tight full. Pack it in, pack it out. That's how I was raised. Be in the woods. That was, I mean, going way back to the '60s, early '60s. Man, that was pounded on us just like religion. Don't you throw that piece of paper on the ground. Don't you, yeah. And don't step over that. Pick it up. Well, it's not mine. Well, it was the minute you walked up on it. It's yours now. You know it's there. It don't belong there. Pick it up. Yeah. You know,
Leave it
that's
for
not,
what it was.
yeah, Blake. Yeah. Cats with the yellow bellies. Yeah. That's our brown bullheads up here. They got yellow bellies. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And the bad part is, you pick up all that trash, you go back a week later, you'll have more.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Oh, my that trip I hiked into Morgan Falls, for me to have to bring out a half a bag of that half a 13-gallon bag full of shit covered ass wipe
Wow.
because every one person took a dump, wiped their ass, threw the paper right out there in the open, and the next thing you know, almost every person that hiked in there was using that same spot. So there's all this fucking ass wipe laying everywhere, around, shit covered everywhere, and so I whittled myself a nice sharp stick and started picking up and picked it all up and filled half of a 13-gallon garbage bag with shitty ass wipe. And then I'm driving around town trying to find a dumpster that don't have a lock on it. Because I sure as hell wasn't bringing that in my house. So yeah, if my managers here at the building I live in caught me putting a bag of shitty ass wipe in the trash downstairs, they'd freak out.
They caught you, you'd have to move to West Virginia.
Oh, 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 oh.
What?
I just want to see if you're still awake.
I'm still awake. I was checking the weather. We're having a bit of a thunderstorm out there.
Bit of a what?
Thunderstorm.
I think ours are all gone now. We got like 7 days of beautiful weather, so
Oh,
we got like
wow.
the last bit of that tropical storm today. It came from down south.
Super shit. Super shitty. Super crappy. Super poopy.
Crappy.
Yeah, he's the poop in the chat.
Yep. Super poopy.
Poopy, shitty, crappy.
Always
Wow,
goes to poop, don't it?
You what?
It always goes to poop, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when Phil is in there.
Where is he anyway?
I guess he take a day off. I don't blame him.
Oh, you
No.
got it sometimes, man.
We all need that. I try, but it's like lately I can't. I feel guilty to stay away. So nice, let them
Yeah, I
know.
got 2 more days of rain, and then I got 3 nice days: Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And it's going to stay cool all week, right around 60 degrees. Ooh, I just might get my trailer done within the next week. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Last one.
Last one.
I just cleaned 14 pounds of those.
Wow.
Now, I'm gonna figure it out and show you what the difference is by me doing that. Who the hell is texting me at
Not me.
this time of the night? They know I'm a busy guy.
No,
Probably Ann. sending me
No,
more dirty pictures.
time. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. Cross my heart. Not me.
Well, why not?
Well, you get mad at me. I don't want to do that.
I get mad at me. What?
Then he's yelling at me.
All right, let me see what I got here.
I
14.
know, Aunt. I can't even take a headache powder anymore because every time I take one, I hear him fussing about it.
Right. So if I left those things with all the stuff on them, I would have sold those for $105. Now, since I cleaned them, let's see how much I got. Shut that damn dog up. What I'm talking
I can't. It's thundering.
I'm gonna go weigh this real quick and I'll show you what the difference is. Here we go.
Oof.
All right. 5.7. Now cleaning those,
I'm muting myself.
I doubled my money. $209.
Just be sitting here, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
sitting here.
So he made $100 while he sat here. Yeah.
Yeah, and I still
An
have.
extra $100.
Yeah, and I still have. Oh shit! And all this right here is all aluminum.
Aluminum.
There's money there, and he's stainless. So made an extra $100 by sitting here and doing this for however long it took me.
Well, we've been live for 2 hours and 30 minutes, so yeah.
Yeah, well, it did take me 2 hours.
No, we didn't.
No.
So, yeah, you was picking those nipples.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what he spent. He spent a lot more time separating all those little deals than he did.
I got it
cleaning
done.
those up.
I got it done. But now, like I can sell the gold fingers.
Gold
Really?
fingers.
Like for like $30 a pound, which is kind of a big ripoff. $35 a pound. So here, let's see how much this is if I went and sold this. Let me add this little bit in here. Oh no, there we go.
Little bitty, that's Alan Jackson.
How much this would be? Put that on there.
We don't earn nothing, Sty. Something wrong with us.
I almost spilled it.
What?
We have to do something we can earn money, like sit there like work here.
7.70. 7.70. So if I sold these here outright, it would be $269.50.
Just by sitting here.
But if I sit and refine it, it's almost $1,000 in gold.
Yeah.
So stick your
Yeah.
$35 a pound up your ass. I have a guy that'll actually buy that memory for $20 a pound, but he wants me to meet him in Alliance, Ohio, which is 4.5 hour drive for me. So no.
Yeah. Hey, you heading out trail trash? If you are, Travis, thanks for being here.
Have a good night,
Awesome
Travis.
job, man. Yeah.
Hey.
You're good people. Good people.
Oh, my ass hurts from sitting on this damn stool.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh.
Who's gonna rub my ass?
Granny.
What?
You're closer than me. I have to like get like
Yeah,
a fucking
yeah.
place over there.
She's right
Yeah.
there. She's right there. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Oh yeah. A little over.
Now smell your finger. She did. She smelled her finger. Did you see that? I saw that.
Smells like
Yeah.
ass.
You nasty girl.
Smells like ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she took one sniff, said, "Yep, that one's done."
You need some clean pants, dude.
Huh?
You need some clean pants.
No, I'm good for another month. Come on now. See, when there's a toilet paper shortage,
Grace.
you pull your underwear up, you don't wipe, and then when it gets a little too much, you just put them inside out, and then your jeans will rub off all that old crusty stuff that's on the outside, and that'll run down your leg, and you just keep flipping them back and forth like that.
No wonder my hands smell bad.
Good night, Grace Martin.
You smell my ass?
Good night.
Oh, you're insane.
Hi, Grace. She's coming in. The other one's going.
Yeah, yeah. Good night.
Oh my
Hello.
god.
Yeah, little ass backwards here. You were saying good night to people as they come in.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Oh, Grace is coming in.
Yeah.
Wasn't you here in the beginning?
Oh, yeah, Grace was here earlier.
Yeah, that is what I was like thinking he was leaving now. Yeah.
Oh, look at that, Granny.
No, she's just saying good night to Trail Trash.
Yeah, I know. You're going to melt it.
Yeah, but he was here in the beginning. Yeah, actually, I've been lurking for quite a while. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Grace has been here.
I think you said hi, hello in the beginning there.
Yep.
Yeah. So you see, I pay attention.
Yeah,
Good.
I saw that Grace had her patch on her hat, and that's what made me think, yeah, I want to put that on one of my hats. Yeah.
Hmm.
So Grace, you just stuck it on there? You just stuck it on there? You didn't iron it on there or nothing? You just stuck it on there, right?
Well, you have to iron it.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
I'd stitch
you
it
or
just to make
don't
sure it stayed.
I think ironing it will make the adhesive go into the fabric more.
Yeah, and you should like put like a stitch on top there, like yeah.
Yeah, I
Just
agree.
yeah. That you can do, Sty. You're not so bad
Grace
at that.
sewed it
Yeah,
on. Grace
Grace
sewed
though.
it. See,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, I can see putting a single stitch in
Yeah.
each of those leaves and then one
Yeah.
at the bottom. Because
Yeah.
then it can't. If it does work free, it's not going to fall off. I won't lose it.
Right.
Mhm.
I don't want to have to completely do
You
a
don't
full
do that
stitch.
if it has some
That's
glue on
what
the
you do in the
backside.
Cub Scouts and the Boy Scouts. I had to sew all my own goddamn patches on. My mother told me, she says, "You want patches on your uniform, boy? You're gonna learn how to sew." Ah, shit. And after all of them damn patches, it's just bullshit. I ain't doing that shit no more.
It's hard
That's
pushing
the
on
only
the
thing that kept me from becoming an Eagle Scout.
Whoa.
I said, "Oh yeah, I only need three more patches. I'm an Eagle Scout." And I was tired of sewing them sons of bitches on. Fuck it, So I'm not an Eagle Scout. I'm just another Boy Scout turkey.
Yeah, I'll turkey.
Yeah,
Gobble,
yeah,
gobble.
I bet. Yeah,
Where is Gobble Gobble?
I've got. Yeah,
Yeah, what you said, Mike.
I got a thimble and I've got a leather patch that I use on the backside so that I don't run that needle through my damn finger. Yeah. I actually somewhere around here I've got it's like a glove with 2 fingers of leather on them for doing that shit, and I've got a couple with the thumb and the couple fingers for when I'm whittling. Yeah, slicing the thumb open a few times, whittling, carving. But yeah, I should make myself a pair of them fingertip gloves. Yeah. Huh. Yep.
Oh, Mike can sew it for you.
Mike can sew it for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mike finds a hat and a patch in the mail. He'll know where it came from.
What?
I'll get right on it.
Made
Made it to the Weeblos and then realized that I can do this on my own. I only did it because I was so far ahead of the other scouts all the time and everything because I knew 90% of that shit. My dad, my granddad taught me all that shit. And in fact, I was the only kid in our scout troop in 15 years that ever started a bow drill fire. And I mean, my God, we had 25 scouts in there. And within about 5 minutes, I had fire going. And yeah, the, and the scoutmasters teach the other boys. I said, "No, I can't teach them something that they can't learn."
Hmm.
That's the way I saw it back then. No, they need to learn it themselves. No, I don't teach. I don't get paid to teach.
Hmm.
But I liked it in the Scouts because I got to go on camping trips and they paid for all the food and all this shit, you know. So, yeah. Yeah, Scouts, I guess, you know, I know a couple of the troop leaders up here. And yeah, it's the whole world of Scouts has changed. Ain't nothing like when I was a kid.
Yeah,
No,
they
crazy.
get sued now.
Yeah.
You know what the Girl Scouts do? My kids was in the Girl Scouts and girls, and they finally quit. They made things like facial wash, and I'm like, what? It's like, that's not what Girl Scouts are supposed to be about.
That's really why they got in that big spat about the Boy Scouts expanding to allow girls, was because the girls were complaining that the Girl Scouts would not give them any kind of outdoor skills. They
They
didn't
weren't.
none of that, none of that. And that's why the girls wanted in the Boy Scouts, was because they couldn't get any of that
I
stuff
mean,
otherwise.
when the girl showed me the book, it was like, what is this? This is not Girl Scouts. This is something weird.
Right, right. Yeah.
Say
My-
weird again, Granny.
Huh?
Say weird.
Weird?
Weird. Weird.
You're weird, Mike.
Word. Word.
Weird.
Word.
Weird.
Where you from? West Virginia or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
gave it away?
We're all weird down here.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you're weird. You're weird.
Weird. Weird. Oh, fuck it.
Ah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Yeah, if you can't say it, fuck it.
Fuck it, Mike.
Fuck it.
Look at the sticker. It's getting like, it is green, but yeah, not
That's cool.
put my stickers on my nipples last night, so yeah. On the t-shirt. Yeah. On the outside. On the t-shirt.
Yeah, if I wanted to teach my girls all that stuff, I'd have sent them to beauty school.
Yeah. Don't they already have schools for that?
Yeah. My girls was like, they're stupid. Why? I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
No worries. Freaking Monica, why are you texting me at midnight?
Monica.
Yeah,
Monica?
crazy.
Good morning. Is she lying, maybe? I don't know.
I text her at 5:21. She calls me back now.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, she
Like
wanted.
it feels.
Remember when I went through all that stuff in my live stream, Granny? She wanted those funny looking CDs.
Yep.
Well, she did it. She gave me an $8 super chat, but then she put $10 in my PayPal to ship them out. So I had them boxed up, but I've been so busy. And then I did. I got one guy that wanted a bunch of CPUs that I had, so I had to box his stuff up. And then I had the guy that I need all those. And then I had the guy that does my Gold Corner VGAs. He wanted those. So I have 3 boxes I have to take to the post office tomorrow. So I just want to let her know I didn't forget about her. Don't want to think I took her $10 and ran. I don't know why I'd run, but
Fill it up.
What?
If it was empty.
I got a little Mountain Dew here if I need it.
Of course you have.
the worst soda in the world.
Oh, that zero. They say that is good.
Mountain Dew is terrible.
I don't know. I never tasted it.
I had one bottle my whole life when I was younger, and I set the bottle down, and when I come back, you could see all these little floaty things in it. And after that, I threw it away, and I never would drink no more.
What you're supposed to do, Granny, is you're supposed to take the tobacco out of your mouth before you drink it. And you
That's too good, Mike. Yeah. You're supposed to spit that jaw out before you start drinking your Mountain Dew.
I don't call tobacco, guys.
freaking get floaties in there, everything.
I
Really.
smoke my tobacco.
Yeah. Doggone it, looks like my Mountain Dew's got fleas.
That's
I
still
couldn't have left it sitting next to that hound dog.
I never tried Coke Cherry either. Not Coke.
Mountain
Cherry.
Dew
Yeah,
is
Cherry
louder.
Coke. Cherry Coke. I used to love Cherry Coke.
Yeah.
I tried vanilla Coke one time. Fuck, that was bad. I never do that again.
Yeah, Grace Martin, that sounds like that was a fun camp, eh?
Yep. Yeah, I had a Girl Scout troop, and we taught the girls how to handle knives and build fires and do all that fun stuff. We teach them how to put on makeup and make face cream and body scrub and
Chew tobacco.
I had this buddy of mine. He told me, he says, Sty, damn it. He says, I just found out about this lake. He said, it's so freaking remote. He said, and I drove out there and I know I could get my truck down to the lake. He says, it's really tough to get in there. There's no public access at all. But I heard that the panfish in there are just huge. And he said, we got to go fish that lake. And I said, that sounds good. So we made plans one day to go out there. And he had this 12-foot John boat, little flat bottom John boat. And we get out there and we got this little electric trolling motor on that John boat, and we're going across that lake. And the further across that lake, I go, that looks like a goddamn dock and a beach over there. He goes, let's check that out. There's not supposed to be any access to this lake. We get over to this spot, and there ain't nobody around at all, but there's this beautiful big dock. It's got a diving board on the end. Awesome beach. And all of a sudden I realized, holy shit, my feet are wet. I look up, that goddamn boat's half full of water. And I go, we're freaking sinking. And so we're there we got half of a milk carton for a scoop. And the cap's missing. So you got to put your hand over the hole and trying to scoop out that fucking boat. And he's going, I said, shit, turn us around, get us back to the truck. He says, at the rate we're going, we'll never make it. And I said, well, then put it in on that damn beach. We got to that beach, and then we bailed the damn thing out. Finally got it bailed out, and we drug it farther up on the beach. And we're just sitting on the boat, taking a break. Also, we hear all this chitter chatter, and all of a sudden, about 150 girls come running down the hill. And all of a sudden, that beach is packed full of girls in bikinis. And we're just like, what the hell? We did drown. We drowned, and we ended up in heaven. What the hell? And all of a sudden, this big Scandinavian-looking chick with these big, long, blonde braids, great big woman voice. She was a monster. She comes stomping down that beach right to the two of us. You men, get out of here and get out of here now. And I go, what's this? What's going on here? She said, she goes, this is the YWCA camp. No men are allowed in here. Oh, the YWCA, huh? Yeah. I thought that. Yeah, if you're gonna end up stranded, what a place! What a place!
Yeah.
But that big Scandinavian woman was going to whop the shit out of the two of us if we didn't get the hell off their beach. And we damn near sunk getting back to the other side of the lake because I wasn't bailing. I was just watching. I had my field glasses out. My buddy's going, bail, quit looking back there. I said, no, I'm just keeping an eye on him because she's mean. She might come after us. I said, so I'm just keeping an eye out while you get us back to shore. You know. But yeah, that was shocking. It was just dead quiet, and then all of a sudden you can hear all these women's voices chattering away, and just a whole big herd of them come running down on the beach. And oh my gosh, there's two guys on the beach. Yeah, that big woman, she didn't like that shit. Yeah. And my buddy's trying to tell her, we're just out here fishing. She goes, I know what you're fishing for. Get out of here. Go. No. Yeah, you keep your fishing poles in your pants and get the hell out of here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fishing for snapper.
Yeah. Once I was swimming across Turtle Creek, man, them snappers all around my feet. Sure was hard trying to swim that thing with both hands on my ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Who wants to play with my tingling?
What?
When I met up with Sty in the beginning, he was like singing that. Yeah.
Yeah, we went through the whole song and she was just having a blast.
I was singing it before, but not the whole song. I just remember who want to play with my tingling, but you was like, you had the whole thing there.
When I was a sweet little boy, my grandma gave me a cute little toy. Two bells hanging upon a string. She told me it was my ding-a-ling-a-ling.
It's so funny.
Once I was climbing the garden wall. Man, did I have a terrible fall. Fell so hard I heard bells ring. Found out it was my ding-a-ling-a-ling. My ding-a-ling, your ding-a-ling. We're all now playing with our ding-a-lings. What's the matter, Mike?
How are you?
You know, when Chuck Berry sang that, I was just a kid in school.
Was it Chuck Berry? Oh, is there a
All the way back. I was just a kid in school. And here's all of us grade schoolers on this big school bus. And we had this Hispanic bus driver. And he would sing that song in the morning when he picked you up, he was singing that song all the way to school. And he was singing that song all the way home. And he did that.
That is just bad, in one way.
3 years in a row. And it got to the point where we'd put all the windows down in the school bus, and you could hear that whole bus, every kid on the bus singing with him as it's going through town. And my pop was the chief of police, and he would just shake his head. He says, geez, here comes that, here comes that
Full of dinglings.
Cheers, folks. They're going to be singing my ding-a-ling as they're coming by. Huh?
Yeah, and who want to play with my tingling is like, yeah, you know.
Oh, yeah, we're yelling it out the windows. Yeah,
Yeah.
kids had that song burned into us those 3 years. Yeah.
Who wants to play with Mike's tingling? There's Earl.
Earl, what?
That's a close up. Hey, Earl. How you doing?
Look, there's nowhere on this bench to sit, and he finds a little spot. The whole thing is crowded.
He's good at that.
Yeah, Chowser, I got that song burned to a CD of my old favorites, too.
Probably wake up in the middle of the night singing that stupid song now.
Oh, I can see that now.
Phil got a song stuck on his mind today, and he bring it over to mine. Like, what was it? You made my head spin around and around on that fucking song, and he was singing that over and over again. I was like, oh yeah, thank you. Now I got that stuck on my mind. Yep. It's not the worst song, like sing out over and over again, but yeah.
Michael wake up in the middle of the night singing, yeah. I woke up in the middle of the night,
With the
thought
cat
I
sitting
was
in the
in
middle
a
of the
terrible fight.
Yeah, you
Oh, that guy's thing. Then I found out it was my own ding-a-ling. There you go, Mike. That's a new verse for you.
Well, usually if you do that, it ends with a happy ending or something like that, doesn't it? You totally wake up what in bed there.
Happy ending, huh? Go to bed, Ann.
Not yet. It's still 2 hours. They're gonna get up, and then I'll play around with the dog for another hour. So yeah, in 3 hours about. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike will wake up in the middle of the night and play with the dog for a while too, and then he'll go back to sleep.
I'm playing with the dog right now.
You hound dog.
No, man.
He'll be howling. Be sure to put that tent up, Mike.
I gotta wake up in a tent every morning.
Are you lucky?
That's when you know you're in trouble, when your little sister runs in your bedroom and she goes, "Oh, you built a tent.
Oh, God.
There's only room for one. Get out of here."
Get out of here. Come on in, see what I got. Got something for you.
With your sister?
Mom, come and look at his tent.
Look at that pole. But Granny, remember all that stuff I took to the scrapyard today?
Yeah.
Look what I just found under my bench. Whole shitload more.
Yep.
That whole tote's full. Damn. I could have been a millionaire today, but nope.
I tell you. That forgetting stuff gets rough.
There's totes everywhere. I don't even know what's in this shit. I even got a I don't even know where I got these from. Whole bag of casings. Wonder what size they are.
Oh,
Look at this fat bastard.
pistol round casings. Look at it, just making himself comfortable. Yeah.
He's laying out a bunch of shit too. These wedges and the speakers.
He's not happy because his tail is like.
Oh,
That ain't right, man.
oh, yeah.
Always
Oh
threatening.
no, he lost his tail.
Just a tip.
Just a tip.
He's,
Be figure it's not your tip.
I can't see that.
Good night, JCT.
Have a good
Yeah.
night.
Hey,
I'm gonna have to be wrapping this up, guys.
Yeah, you need to eat something.
Yeah, that tonight that's true. I do. I all I had were veggies all day, and I gotta eat me some summer sausage, man.
Wow. These are 9mm Lugers.
Oh, they're
Ah,
9 mil.
Yeah. Got a whole bag of them.
There's some folks out there who'd love to buy those off.
You
Yeah,
reload.
you know,
Do you reload the side?
I don't do any reloading anymore. I used to. Yeah, it was.
Say if you wanted, we could have them.
I was. Boy, I was really big into reloading years ago, but not anymore. Geez, I was actually looking at some of my old. I kept ledgers of all the reloads I was doing for other folks, and I couldn't believe it. I would go, geez, how many rounds I reloaded.
I'm milking my pussy.
Yeah, he's gotta check everything out. Oh yeah, rubby. That's a good piece right there. Rub.
Fair enough.
well, it's
You
helping
know,
you.
from that angle, it looks like you're milking your cat. I mean,
I'm milking my pussy.
Yeah,
What are you doing, dude?
well, it's helping you.
yeah.
Hey. I'm getting fur all over my shit.
That's-
I can't sell free boards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, have a good night, everybody. Try going to bed. So, yeah.
yeah. Hey, folks out there in the chat, we're going to be calling it a night. Hey, this was a fun surprise stream. I mean, love it. Um, I'm back up tomorrow night around the campfire. Be doing this stuff again.
I got a lot of work now.
Yeah, you did. You was working full tonight, Mike.
I do that from 8 in the morning till 9:30 at night every day.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
crazy.
and it is the type of thing you can do this and that. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
why not? I mean,
Yep.
why not? It doesn't get in the way of your conversations or nothing.
No.
and
When I live stream, I'll pull a bunch of people on the panel and they just run the show and I just sit here and work. I walk away, take a nap, come back, they're still talking.
yeah, that's the thing is you can get away with that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good night to everybody out in the chat. Hope to see you tomorrow night around the campfire.
Thanks for
Um,
coming up, Mike.
Thanks,
Randy.
thanks for having me, Seth.
I'm gonna run the campfire invite kind of deal, and then we're shutting her down. But you guys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight on the panel. It was a
Not a
blast.
problem.
It was fun. So until tomorrow night, guys, we'll see you. Stay safe.
Stay worried.
We all have a story, we all have a tale. Well, there's the place I've come to know well. Led by a man named Sty. He's full of stories, he is quite a guy.